updating the members intro next week. Thank you very much, Vertical Horizons. Appreciate that, brother. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight at Echo Base TV, where community happens. Thank you, St. Michael. so much for being here with us tonight at Echo Base TV, where community happens.
Mic check, mic check. Mike Tyson check.
My bad. Welcome back to Mike Tyson Base Network. I've been waiting to say that for like 4 days. What is up, everybody? Thank you so much for being here with us tonight. We got a big one tonight. Man, it is a lofty agenda, and I don't know if we're going to get through it all because we're bringing it back tonight. Member pop-ins tonight for all of our Jedi Grandmasters and Masters. If you have a topic of discussion that you would like to bring to the panel, tonight is your night. Or if you'd like to comment on one of the things that we talk about in the show tonight, tonight is your night. So I cannot wait to do it. We're going to get through the show, the agenda, pretty quickly. I'm going to make sure that we keep some pace about ourselves tonight to give our members that opportunity for pop-ins. So we are going to be doing that, and I cannot wait to see some of those faces in here. Guys, welcome to our weekly Thursday night live show that we call EBN Live. Welcome to our members, our mods, our subscribers, and especially any and all guest members. We love you. Thank you so much. Thank you all. Nothing's more important than you, the EBN community. Live watchers list. Here's what we've got. I saw Rocky the Black Dragon, Debbie Young, Graf Webb, Shrike 1988, my man K Cruxed. I don't know, but I did my best. I always do my best, but K Cruxed. That's what I'm saying. Preston Everscale, Christoph Stachel. Hello to you, sir, in Germany. Thank you for being here with us tonight. Nighthawk, Matt, Shiny, Darth Simpus, Rissman, Venger, Rogue Sarge, what is up? Papa Palpatine's Pizza Padawan, Lombardi 1969, The Beskar Man, Davish, Flacco, Zoldy, Adam, Spaceship Vampire, Star Wars Mom, Vertical Horizons, Saint Michael, I think it's Archangel, but I always say St. Michael Archage because the L's not showing. But St. Michael, what is up, brother? Ted's Nerd World, Griffin Turbo, Mark Cohen, and Donna Hergenrither. Everybody, Donna is here. Oh, and I see him. Whoa, look out. The legendary Tron. He fights for the users. Let's freaking go. Oh, another old friend, Salty Texas Ranger. Let's freaking go. That is what I am talking about. Thank you guys so much for being here. Holy crap, everybody. So much going on in the pre-show with gifted memberships. Thank you guys. We're going old school tonight. I say old school. Our Thursday night show is still 80% or more a Star Wars show. We'll bring in one thing or another thing occasionally, but it's usually always a Thursday Star Wars show. This is still a Star Wars channel, but like we've branched out and started talking about other things, and my goodness, Mike Tyson Base Network happened this week. Mr. Producer Man himself called me and said, do you know that the two videos you did, you know what? I'm going to let him tell you. Get in here.
Hello
Tell us.
there.
Hello there. Wait, that's from Star Wars. You like I've not forgotten.
You're a mess. You are an absolute mess.
I am.
You're an-
I
So
am.
those two Tyson, so you took a flyer on those videos, right? They are now number 5 and number 6 most viewed posted videos on this channel.
In the channel's history.
In the history of the channel. One of them's got almost 150, maybe it's even more now.
It's over 150.
Over 150,000 views in what? How many days? 3, 4? Amazing.
The second one is like 2 days ago.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like, what is going on? We are now, Mike Tyson based network. I don't know. I don't know how this happened.
It's simple economics. YouTube said, hey, coach, make a video about Mike Tyson if you want to get 150,000 views. And I said, okay. That's the thing is like for anybody who is a content creator out there is a fine line between finding the things that's self-fulfilling that you want to talk about, but also staying true to your base of support, your most loyal members, the people who came here for a reason, which we know, of course, was Star Wars. So we're always going to do that. Tonight's agenda, as always, we discuss the highs and lows of our favorite entertainment together with you. We got massive Star Wars update. We're going to get into all of that. As always, guys, there are 4 ways that you could support us here at the channel if you feel so inclined. Like our friend Matt Rissman says, for some reason, the 4 ways is not popping up. There it is. All right, so 4 ways to support us. You can join one of our EBN membership levels. Don't forget, pop-ins tonight. Grandmasters and Jedi Masters. It's happening. You could also join us over on Patreon. Nick got all the episodes up of The Bad Batch, so you could go see those and watch along with Nick. We're going to be getting more and more up there. He's working hard on our Patreon, and I greatly appreciate that. We also have a merch store where you could get awesome shirts like this one. Well, actually, not this one. This one.
Oh, that's a collector's edition. That's a 1 of 1.
This is a 1 of 1. Smells like money. Guys, like they killed the shirt. Lucasfilm said, not that one, coach. So I got it. Nobody else got it. It was the only sale was me. But I love it. I love it. Anyways, and then the last thing you could do is send in super chats on the live stream, and we will hit those in a very timely fashion tonight because Rissman is going to say, coach, shut your mouth, shut your pie hole, read the super chat. And we're going to do that. That's going to be done. So anyways, guys, quick housekeeping. EBN Cast Fridays in the midday from 2 to 3 Central Time. So you can catch Nick and company, Mexican Iron Man, Stone Loki, and everybody that he brings in. He's had Mr. H. He's had Robert Meyer Burnett. He's had Chris Gore. I'm not even going to tell you who's coming. You just need to be there and support Nick on his live stream, and we greatly appreciate it. And yours truly will be there in the summertime. Can't wait. All right, and also our brother, Derek Anderson, the DA, is live on Saturdays at 7 o'clock p.m., so you could do that there. And I want to know right now how many of you are going to be at ICON, the ICC Con, October 3rd through the 6th. Tickets are on sale right now. Who's coming? Who's coming with me? Who's coming with me? Because I'm going, Rissman's going, Nick's going. Tell us. Felix is going. Debbie Young is going. Donna Hergenrether is going. Rogue Sarge is going. I don't even know how many people are going. But it is going to be a fabulous time. They've not even announced the superstars list, the celebrities. They've not even announced that yet. And doesn't matter. I am so pumped about going and hanging out with our EBN people, that whole weekend. Gonna be absolutely awesome. And happy birthday to Ted during Icon. That's awesome.
Oh,
He'll turn
wow.
55.
How cool.
Double nickel, Ted. Double nickel. Okay, everybody. So let's go ahead and bring in the master of disaster if he's ready. I think he is.
He's ready. He is.
The ladies' man. Better not say that too loud. He'll get in trouble. Here we go. Boom. Hey, you guys.
What's up, Nick?
Just got off the phone like 5 minutes ago. I'm still sitting here working on a project, but I am here. I'm ready.
Are you excited about going to Icon?
Oh yeah, I cannot wait. It's gonna be
What's the best thing about going to Icon?
Just hanging out with everybody, meeting everybody, hanging out. It's gonna be back at the hotel. Yes. Our first meetup location. We freaking packed the freaking courtyard out with EBN folks.
We had a war, a lightsaber. It was dang Geonosis.
Oh, yes, I was chasing Coach all around that courtyard over there.
Oh, all right. So, anyways, welcome to the Coach Rissman. Yeah, he did.
It was a lot of fun.
Nick's always beaten me at swordplay. Always. We used to fight with wiffle ball bats in his backyard, and he'd beat the crap out of me.
Yeah, I gotta have a weapon. That's the only way I can.
I don't understand it. I was the athlete.
Yeah, I was
back in the day. He beat the crap out of me. Like I don't. Well, okay. He's just got it like that.
And real quick, I want to give a shout out to Coach, guys. He has been killing it on these videos, these Mike Tyson videos, which I did not think we're going to do jack squat. But I was like, hey, we're covering other stuff. Whatever. This is supposed to be fun. Whatever we want to talk about that's interesting to us, and he hit on that topic, and man, it blew up this week. So freaking
well, thank you.
Shout out to Coach for getting those videos knocked out.
I gotta write this down. Nick gives me my
March
flowers.
14th.
March 14th. No, that's awesome. Yeah. Thank you very much.
March 14th. My mom's birthday was yesterday. And I forgot.
Beware the Ides of March.
Yeah,
it's tomorrow. If you find yourself in a room surrounded by friends, run away.
Yeah.
And today's Pi Day, 3/14. It's Pi Day.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. All right. Well, let's go ahead and kick this thing off. Starting. Oh, and
you want to go through the supers?
Well, did DA tell us he's not going to be here tonight?
He did. He texted and he's en route. He will be with us. He texted while you were starting.
Oh. Gotcha. All right. Well, good. I couldn't remember.
He will be here.
All right,
just run a little late.
All right. Well, let's go ahead. Look, we're going to get into all of the Star Wars news. There's a lot, and we got a lot of things that we want to say about it. Good and bad. But before that, and there's kind of a theme to start the show tonight. It's kind of like a turn back the clock theme. Because all of these things continue to be brought back to life.
Mm-hmm.
But how many IPs have been revived well? I don't know. And it goes beyond movies and shows and cartoons. We're going to even see it in video gaming with the Star Wars game today. So it's like if you're going to bring something back from a golden age that we love and hold near and dear, it has to be up to par. It has to be the standard. Otherwise, there's just going to be massive disappointment. Agree or disagree, guys?
Totally agree.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
I mean, Picard season 3 got it right. But it took them 3 seasons to get there.
Well, because
a lot of people still debate that.
Well, it has to be great, and you have to overcome the nostalgia, right? Because people are bringing that extra pressure with them, right? For all of these remakes. So not only does the remade version have to offer something special, but the weight of the nostalgia is often unbearable, right?
Yeah.
And that's why it just doesn't work.
And Snorum, you're absolutely right. And that's what I'm alluding to. And we're going there a little bit later in the show. We're going to specifically be talking about what is happening with Star Wars Battlefront. Now,
that's why you never pre-order, guys. You always wait.
Yeah, exactly. Now, our first topic, and let me just give everybody a rundown of exactly what tonight's show is going to be. We're going to kick it off talking about something that's very near and dear to my heart, and I know Nick's. We were huge fans of our opening topic, and I'm talking about X-Men, the animated series.
Oh,
Right
loved
after
it.
going through that, right after hitting this, we're jumping in knee deep with all of the Star Wars news. We're talking Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection. The launch has been a debacle today. Debacle. Couldn't have been worse, I don't think. When the game, spoiler alert, Nick, when they launched the game today on Steam, guess how many people could play multiplayer?
I heard the number earlier, but it wasn't very many. I can't remember the exact.
192.
Oh, jeez.
And there were
Oh, I didn't know it was that
10,000
low.
pissed off players sitting there waiting. Other thing we're going to talk about after that, apparently, both the prequel trilogy and the greatest of all time, way better than Dune. The original trilogy, I'm feeling Star Wars tonight. The original trilogy is coming back to the theater, but there's a big catch, and we're going to get into that as well. If, in fact, it's legitimately happening. We're going to talk about that. You don't want to miss that as well. We're going to talk a little bit about some updates. I see this as a good one. People talking about Jake Lloyd and what has happened. I'm going to set the record straight about Jake Lloyd, the young actor that played Anakin Skywalker originally in The Phantom Menace. And we're also going to remember a Star Wars iconic character who passed away this week, who was in The Empire Strikes Back. We're going to then talk about Patti Jenkins and her comments and what is supposedly happening with Wonder Woman, no, I'm kidding, Rogue Squadron. And then we're going to finish the night off in terms of topics with breaking down Daisy Ridley, her comments, and the latest on Gina Carano. And then after all of those things, we're opening up to member pop-ins, Grandmasters, Jedi Masters. Get yourselves ready. You don't have to be on camera, but you're certainly welcome to be on camera. If you have a topic you'd like to bring in tonight, bring it in. If you don't have a topic and just want to be here and be like, hey, look, I'm a Jedi Grandmaster. I'm here. I'm just here to hang out. That's great. Come on. And if you've got something that you would like to add to one of the topics already discussed tonight, by all means, it's your time. You bring it up and introduce that topic, and I cannot wait to get in that with you. Now, let's hit these super chats real quick.
Let's do it.
And the best of us, well,
the rest of us.
The best of us is in the green room back there. But
the rest of us, too.
he's certainly better than Nick and Rissman. Okay,
I would not argue that.
Yeah, well,
I'm kidding. He's better than all three of us.
We can only do so much, Nick. We can only do so much.
Yeah, but you know what though? He ain't got crap on my Mike Tyson videos.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's hit these things real quick, and then we'll bring Derek in. Rogue Sarge with a $19.99 super chat. Hello, everyone at EBN. Another slow news week, huh? Man, what things are going crazy? And I was pumping videos out.
Unless it's Tyson, it is definitely a slow.
No, it's not a slow news week. There's massive stuff that's happened.
I haven't seen anything, but I've been so tied up. I haven't really seen a whole lot.
We got a lot to go through.
Okay.
There's a lot. Okay. So thank you, Bobby. We appreciate that, man. Cannot wait to hang out with you. Thank you for your membership, and thank you for, dude, you're extremely generous. So Bobby needs 500 subscribers tonight. Can I get a mod to please throw up his link? He's got like 488. We need 500 now. Thank you, guys. All right. Keep them rolling. Debbie Young has, oh my gosh, y'all.
Here we go again.
5 new Echo Base Network memberships from Debbie. Thank you, Debbie. Love you. You're the best. Come to Icon. She'll have cake. I'm not even kidding. She will have cake.
So good, too.
One of my most treasured moments at Icon was me and Debbie. We were walking around, and Debbie walked up to me and says, What are you gonna do for food? And I said, I'm looking at that bar right there. I saw their hamburgers. They look pretty good to me. And she said, that sounds good to me. and me and Debbie sat there and ate together. It was awesome.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Yeah. Well, we didn't want you around.
I can understand why. I would have been
Yeah.
crapping all over Omega the whole time.
George Michael's Careless Whisper came on and everything.
Oh no.
No, it was fantastic. Jedi Master Lawrence gifted 10 Echo Base Network memberships, but she didn't stop there. I don't know if she meant to do this or not.
She did it again.
She did it twice.
Oops, she did it again.
20. We got 25 new members. I don't even know if 25 people are here. Thank you. We got 112, but thank you so much, Erica. We appreciate that. You are the GOAT. Brr. Okay. We love you. Thank you so much. Graph Web with a $2 super chat. Hashtag cancel Disney Plus.
Hell, Graph Web.
Nick, every video we do, we have to go into our held comments and approve.
Yeah, every time. Hashtag.
Because it's always going to be there on every video. Yep. I don't think anyone has commented on every video at Echo Base Network history except him. Yeah. It's amazing.
Graph Web is always commenting on the videos. And
every video.
You, good sir.
Every video. Thank you, Graph Web. We appreciate you, brother. Jeremy Turner. Thank you for your membership, Jeremy. 11 months member. Star Wars was just the excuse. We stay for y'all and the community. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I think most people feel that way, but people still, Star Wars is what brought us together. And it's a really interesting thing, too, because the biggest video in our channel's history was the Luke Skywalker reaction video that we no longer have on our channel.
Yeah.
And it had like 2.5 million views. But it kept getting hit. And when we got demonetized, we had to go take out everything on our channel that we thought was the reasons why we got demonetized for whatever reason. So that was unfortunately, that was one of the ones that had to go. Well, that's the video that brought so many people here. The problem with that is Star Wars and Disney hasn't given us enough of those moments. Really just that one. That's everyone is celebrating, a huge moment, that moment was the I am your father moment of the Disney era, but nothing else even comes close to it. I think. Do you guys agree with that?
Yeah.
No, I would agree.
Darth Vader at the end of Rogue One.
That was cool. I mean, there's still people out there that have issues with that, but I liked it. And when they incorporated the pilots from A New Hope, I mean, I loved it. I thought it was awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, anyways, that's just, we're always going to have to remember the Star Wars that we love. So, and even if it gets 150 views, whatever, we're going to occasionally make a video about the Star Wars that we love. It is what it is. Thank you, Jeremy. The legendary Tron, he fights for the users member for 34 months. I remember the first time he ever came on this show. Awesome. I'm doing okay. I'm still healing, but I'm close to being at the new home, and I'm able to be in my wheelchair almost for 2 hours. Much love, everyone.
Awesome.
Can't wait for you to be back. I really hope we can see you at Icon. But if you can't make it, Tron, they're going to have another Icon, and we're going to be there. So it's going to be okay. But we are hopeful that you will be there with us, brother. So thank you for being here, Tron. We love you and appreciate you, my friend. You keep healing. D. Curry with $1.99. Coach, they have no plan for Star Wars. No, they have a plan. They're just going to keep handing it off to the women because Star Wars is for the women. Not that that's totally a bad thing, but it's just the wrong women. So anyways, I don't know, man. It's just all over the place. And
they're on the non-plan plan. Is what they're on.
Exactly. They're the kind of people that put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on their luggage.
Yeah. And you guys remember what movie that's from? The non-plan plan?
Non-plan plan. I don't.
Ben Stiller, Jennifer Aniston. Along Came Polly.
Don't even remember it.
Nobody ever saw that movie?
I saw it.
I saw it. It's been a minute.
I got a plan. I'm on the non-plan plan.
What about the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on your luggage?
Oh, Spaceballs, easy.
Yeah. See, I actually quote.
I had a tough one.
Yeah, you had one nobody knew.
Yeah. I'm sure somebody in the chat knew that.
No, nobody knew that. Nobody knew that.
Put a one in the chat if you guys knew.
No, they would have said it. I'm sitting here looking at the chat. Nobody said nothing about no Polly. Okay. All right. Anyways, let's bring him in, ladies and gentlemen, and get this show cranking.
What's up, everybody? Derek Anderson, the DA. And real quick, before we get started,
Derek's intro gets me hyped.
Yeah, man, that's the best intro ever, man. I love it. All right, it's a great intro. Yeah, look at Coach over here. Hey, Coach knows what's up, though. He gave me the best one. He didn't give himself a good intro, though, right?
More kudos to Coach for the work on Derek's intro video.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
I didn't know you was that cool, Coach, that you could come up with something so dope.
Look at this. Look, y'all missed it in the
It's
pre-show.
amazing when you get Coach speechless. It's hard to imagine. Like, wow, I got you speechless,
Hey,
Coach. Woo!
Y'all missed what I did. Check this out. When I started the show, this is what everybody saw. Nick, you're about to laugh. Watch
All right.
this. My bad.
Oh, that's great. that is perfect for this week.
Nice.
I had to. I'm looking at Rissman's face, and he's like this.
Yeah.
I'm tired of Mike Tyson, man. I'm tired of it.
I was
Yo,
talking
Mike
about it
Tyson
on,
been popping for y'all this week, man.
oh yeah. I was talking about it on Doomcock stream last night, and everybody was like, "What?" I was like,
Yeah. I was like, man, well, like two of them, right? Like 100K.
Yeah, 150, 130, something like that.
Dang, man.
Yeah.
Phew, I did me a Mike Tyson video.
I mean,
man. Damn.
it's simple economics. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
oh,
That's true.
YouTube like that. Maybe
Yeah,
I should
all
do
right.
a follow-up.
Do another one.
Like,
Right. Yeah. That's real talk.
Exactly.
All right, so we talking Star Wars or what? We gonna talk this what's up first? Because man, I got a lot to say.
Oh
right.
no!
All right, so I know you were hearing us. We're going to keep the pace tonight.
Yeah, that's good.
We're going to bring in member pop-ins. Y'all are welcome to stay. You don't have to stay when the member. I want to be here, but you know if y'all.
Oh
need to
yeah,
bounce,
I gotta bounce because I gotta go to the we're doing the me and T are doing a out of the theater review for the American Society of Magical Negroes tonight.
Oh, no.
geez.
Yeah, man, we promised it on the DA's office. I promised everybody we would do it.
I've
And
never
so we got to
heard of
go and
this.
see that.
What?
I haven't
You
either.
have
It's
to
been getting
Never heard.
trashed.
You haven't heard of the movie?
No.
Oh, yeah, man. It's got David Allen Greer in it. Do you remember David Allen
Oh,
Greer
yeah,
from
yeah.
Yeah, he's in it in this I forgot the guy's name. Is it Justice Smith?
He was in
I think
Living
that's his
Color.
name.
David
Yeah,
Allen Greer.
yeah, exactly. Living Color. And then the kid from Jurassic World, like the light-skinned black guy from Jurassic World Dominion, and all of those movies. Yeah, he's in it as well. It's like a romantic comedy. It's really stupid. But if you guys remember, and I don't want to take too much time because I know you got to get to it. If you remember the Key and Peele skit, the battling magical Negroes, where they were battling each other. It's like a spinoff of the black people that bring joy and magic to white people's lives. That's basically what the idea behind this story is. Yeah, and they can somehow just make things magically happen. So if you guys haven't seen it, the Key and Peele skit is hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. Watch that when you have a chance. This movie doesn't look like it's going to be that much fun, though.
I don't know why I'm sharing this story right now, but your story just makes me think about it. It's
Okay.
opening night for the final Harry Potter film. My wife and I'm at a basketball conference. This is when I was still coaching. I'm at a basketball conference with all the head coaches in the state. We're in Montgomery, Alabama.
Okay.
And we go to the theater on opening night to watch this Harry Potter movie, the final one. And it's packed, man. And I'm talking, people were dressed like what?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, crazy. Just like Star Wars. It had a Star Wars vibe.
Absolutely.
So we're all in there jam-packed. And right before the movie starts, this one lone younger black man goes walking by the front. and the movie theater got quiet because the movie was about to start. And as he's walking, he looks up at stadium seating, at everybody sitting down. And he goes, "Don't worry, random black man appearance."
Oh,
Everybody died laughing because it was at that moment I realized he was the only black man in the whole movie theater.
I felt like
Wow.
saying that when I went to the Cat Williams show here in Birmingham.
Were you a little white dot, Nick?
I was a little white dot. The funny thing is that the pre-show comics were freaking hilarious, but they were saying, you know, where's my Latinas at? Where's my white people at? Where's my black people at? And the white people like cheering section was like minimal, like you could barely hear it, and the place was packed out. So yeah, it was hilarious, but man, it was a great show. I absolutely loved it.
Yeah, that's funny. All right, guys. Well, our opening topic of the night is X-Men 97. Now, we know the show's coming, but the latest news is that the showrunner, days before the release, the premiere, has now been fired. And nobody knows why.
Well, we know why now.
We do?
Yeah, did you not see the news today?
No.
He has the OnlyFans, and they found out about it.
But
he had that before, I thought.
But the problem is they said it was what word did they use? That it was non-offensive or something, and now they discovered full frontal nudity. I mean,
yeah.
OnlyFans and then some, right? It was exactly what
Oh,
yeah.
So he got dirty on OnlyFans because everybody's not dirty.
Yeah, he got busted.
Well, I'm so glad that you knew that. I had no idea. So great.
I thought I mean, I didn't know I know they knew about the OnlyFans. So that's why I was like, okay, what was the problem? It must have been something he did on the OnlyFans. That's what I was thinking.
That's why I deleted all of the social media.
Yeah, he deleted everything. He pieced out. He deleted everything. So that guy is like in the wind. He's gone. So I don't know if he's going to resurface.
looking at his comments that he's made over the past few months, where he's saying that he's bringing his own personal story into the storytelling of X-Men. You know, be whatever you want to be. I don't care. Just let me be what I am. You know, he identified as a gay man. Okay.
Right.
But whatever. Sure. Like I said, be whatever you want to be. But when you take that and you're making that part of your storytelling, and it's not part of the canon, and then to combat that, you say, "Oh, well, this show's not canon anyways. That's something else that they did." And then they take characters of old like Morph, and they literally made him a blank slate where he could be whatever he wants to be. He is truly a transformer. I'll say that. I don't want the stream to get taken down. Yeah. So I want to be careful with the words that I use. So this news comes out that the showrunner has been fired. Now, here's something that we've got. We've got, Nick, a minute-long exclusive clip.
Now, Coach, just as a warning, before you play this, I don't know, because of the music in the background,
I'm going to mute it off and on.
Oh, you're going to, okay, I don't know what's going to, I just wanted to warn you if you hadn't seen it already.
Yep, I'm going to mute it off and on. Are y'all ready? Here we go. Let's see if we're buying or selling just based on the clip alone. And I'm going to enlarge this for everybody to be able to see it a little bit better. Here we go, guys. We're still here. Here we go. All right. Nick, I'm going to start with you right now before this clip is even over. Comment so far?
Animation looks good compared to the original show, and I like the original background music so far.
The background music is there.
AF.
The background music is there.
Yeah.
The Sentinel sounds like a Sentinel.
Yeah. Yep.
So far good. Comment, DA?
No, looks fine. Looks fine.
Rissman, I know that you know this ain't the Flintstones, so you probably don't know very much about.
I have to tell you honestly, as I didn't watch the original, but after
I was
watched
kidding,
this,
by the way.
I know. After I watched this clip, I was kind of into it. I'm like, all right, I'm going to give this a try, right? I mean, it kept my interest.
Yeah.
Now, Vertical Horizons is right. Is it a zombie sentinel? He looks kind of like.
Yeah.
Is this Walking Dead Sentinel? He sounded right, but his face.
Yeah, it just looks like a damaged one. And
that's what I was about to say. Maybe took some damage.
Yeah. In Shrek 1988, then animation is trash. They literally made the animation the same as the show from the 90s. So you know, it was a product of its time. I mean,
you're saying they're trying to make it look like it was.
Yeah, they're trying to make it look like it was. I mean, they could have. The animation today is way better than back in the 90s. But you know, they did this intentionally. So I'm not going to knock it for that.
Yeah, I'm with you. All right, let's keep it going. I want to hear Rogue say that.
Heads up!
That didn't sound like Rogue to me.
Yeah, she sounds a little weird.
Yeah, it's definitely not the same voice actors. Yeah. Oh, Beast actually does something in this show? That's crazy.
Might I induce you to a change of heart?
Well, that's Beast.
Pretty good.
He's going to do something else here before too long. Pretty cool.
Louis, I think this is the beginning of a beautiful involuntary friendship.
That's nothing like the old Bishop, and Nick is a big friend of Bishop.
Yeah. I still own his first appearance in X-Men.
Yeah. Oh, you settle down out there.
Oh,
Star Wars is next.
Get out of here.
You settle down. Go preach a sermon. My gosh. All right, here we go. Definitely Wolverine.
Yeah. There's Cyclops. I don't know what he was doing the whole time, but we saw him there at the end.
Yeah, I don't either. Never really got to him, did it?
Just a clip.
Yeah.
Looked fine.
Hey.
Looked fine.
Yeah.
Looked fine.
The thing is, clips, trailers, all that sort of stuff. It's supposed to hype people up for the show. It's just a snippet. I mean, I could take a snippet from The Last Jedi and put a 2-minute trailer together and have everybody be like, "Oh my gosh!" If they
All
hadn't
you need
seen
is the Luke Leia scene, and when he walks out there to confront Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so you know, this really doesn't tell us whether the show's going to be good or not. I mean, they can manipulate the trailer or the clips to get people hyped, and that's the whole point of doing that in the first place. So
Right.
With the person who's involved, and from what I've been hearing behind the scenes on the show, I have very little hope that it's going to be good. But man, I love the original series, and I would love nothing more than for the rumors and stuff to be wrong and the show to be great.
You have to err on the side of caution with anything that comes out today.
Nowadays, yeah.
Well,
Used to be able to trust the trailer. You can't trust them no more.
Nope.
Well, and they made two seasons of it before they fired the guy, right? So I don't think there was ever a third season as a lock. So hopefully it doesn't suck that bad if they're going to put another. I guess they don't have to put the other season out, but if they're going to put the other season out, I hope it's okay.
Look, I'm no fool. If I'll make a Mike Tyson video, you know, I need to make a video about Rogue's booty because everybody in the chat's talking about Rogue's booty.
They are.
Obviously, there's a demand there. So
Jean Grey and Rogue and Storm's artwork in the 90s in the comics. Oh man, top notch. They drew those characters to be hot, and it's you know, looks like they're keeping the form on as far as that front goes here.
Yeah. Well, guys, that's going to take us right into the next topic of conversation tonight. And that is, of course, going to be Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection. The launch today was an absolute disaster.
Oh, I find your lack of servers disturbing. I just saw the tagline. That's cool.
So for those of look, and we're getting into the Star Wars parts now. You know, no matter what part of Star Wars you like the most, there are a lot of people that when you talk about LucasArts and some games from the golden age, this is one of the games that was the last great Star Wars games of that era. The original Battlefront came out in 2004. The sequel came out just a year later in 2005. There it is right there. And they just it's not really a remaster because they didn't really change anything. Very little changes were made. It's really just an update and a re-release. They made it to where the game will run on your modern PC, you know, and you'll get the frame rates needed, you'll get the resolution needed, you know, and it looks a little better. It does look a little better. They were able to do some things there, but when the game launched today, and this was something that I'm interested in. I've been talking junk to this guy, Matt Cave, like, hey, let's play. I'm in. I want to go. Well, just like with our entertainment, you have to err on the side of caution, especially when it comes to online gaming. Because how many launches have we seen where it's just a total debacle, Diablo 3, error code? There were 10,000 people at launch on Steam alone wanting to play multiplayer, and they couldn't get in a server because only 3 servers were available, and the max player count is 64 players. 64 times 3 is 192. 192 people in the world on Steam got to play at launch.
Wow. Who dropped the ball on that, man? Jeez. That is insane. I hadn't heard this story. Yet, so I'm just hearing this now. That's unbelievable.
And we're talking about something that is great that they brought back.
Right.
You can't mess this up. You know,
you can.
That's what they
Apparently,
did with
you can mess this up.
When they came back out with Diablo 2 Resurrected, the remastered game. It was perfect. The launching of the game, it was perfect. We were good. Well, actually, on launch day, there was a queue, so you had to wait like 5 minutes before you could get in.
Right.
You know, there was that. I will say that. But at least you could play. This is not how you want to relive Star Wars Battlefront. So, and another thing that they did that you know, the last bit of little gaming info here. Look at Matt Cave's comment. All love and respect to our friend. He bought it on all consoles and PC. You know why? Because it doesn't support cross-platform. Why would they not add that to this game? You got a multiplayer game where 128 people can be in the same arena fighting, and you're not giving cross-platform support? That is insane to me. I just don't get that. Thoughts, comments, anybody?
I'm with you on the crossplay. I mean, that appealed to me because I never get to play any game. Not that I'm a big gamer anyway, right? But because I never play on PC, I never get to play against anyone who's on a PC, right? So number one, that was interesting to me, and then number two, it's almost like they didn't believe in the launch. Maybe it's not almost like, maybe it's definitely like they didn't believe in the launch because they didn't plan enough capacity. If they had planned too much capacity, guess what? You can tear the server down and use it for something else. It's not, you know what I mean? That cost isn't necessarily a sunk cost, but the way they did this, and they should have known based upon pre-sales, I would assume, but by then it may be too late for them to add the capacity. So to me, it's almost like they just didn't believe in it. I don't know.
Yeah, just terrible. And this is exactly why I put this second right after X-Men 97, because I'm afraid X-Men 97 is going to get off just like this did. Now here's the thing. Hopefully, and I haven't checked in the last few hours, hopefully these issues have been resolved by now. But I know that earlier in the day, things were not going well. Matt Cave, are things turned around? It had a 21% favorability on IGN. I mean, it was getting ratioed because people couldn't play it. So once the servers are fixed, they're not yet, which they are better, it will be golden. The games are just amazing as they were. All right, so when that happens, I'm in. I'm in. But I don't want to buy it until then.
Question: does anybody know who the developer is
Aspire.
for this
Aspire.
Who?
Aspire.
Okay, so Aspire did the rework of the game.
Yes.
Because I know the original developer was Pandemic for LucasArts, who did it for
no
LucasArts.
longer exists.
Yeah, company. So I was curious because I didn't know if it was EA or if it was somebody else. I was just curious. But yeah, it's a complete disaster. They should. A lot of companies, and Blizzard does this, and a lot of other companies do this. When you are doing an online game, EA even does this with Battlefield. You have a beta testing period, and you test the servers. You go through this whole process before you actually release the game to the public. They should have done pre-orders. If you pre-order the game, you can get early access to an alpha or a beta. And, while we test the game, and they should have made sure everything was good to go before release. But this is the state of gaming. And this is why rarely do I ever pre-order a game, because they are so rushed to just get it out there and start earning that revenue back on what they spent on the game, that they'll let a lot of things go and not be tested. And they're just like, we'll just fix it as we go. Yep. And that just really pisses gamers off. And this is a perfect example of that.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to go ahead and segue into our next topic. We've got a super chat here, £5 from Asin Khan. What is up, brother? Possibility going back to do TIE Fighter based on the PC game in 90. All right, so I'm so glad. Thank you for sending that in. That's my thinking. When this game's about to launch, I am thinking to myself, this needs to go well.
Yes.
Because if it does, we have a chance to eventually maybe get either TIE Fighter, X-Wing, or the Rogue Squadron series redone today. And I would be in line to buy that day one. And that's one I would probably roll the dice on and be like, if they screw the servers up or whatever, I'm getting that.
Yeah. The thing is, those games were single player games. So it was the X-Wing versus TIE Fighter that was more the multiplayer, but those other ones like X-Wing TIE Fighter was single player. So you would think that they would have everything together before they dropped it. But yeah, that's one of my all-time. TIE Fighter is one of my all-time favorite LucasArts games.
Of those.
Actually, it is my favorite. TIE Fighter is
all of those. The only one I didn't really particularly care for was the original Rogue Squadron on N64, and it was fine. There was nothing wrong with it. I liked it. I was more of a Shadows of the Empire guy.
Yeah.
But in terms of Star Wars gaming, man, X-Wing, TIE Fighter, and the Rogue Squadron, both games on the GameCube, that's about as good as you could get in terms of simulation.
Yeah.
And what I mean by simulation, guys, is you're flying an X-Wing or a TIE Fighter or whatever, a Y-Wing, an A-Wing, the Millennium Falcon. Amazing. The difference in X-Wing versus TIE Fighter and the Rogue Squadron series is X-Wing and TIE Fighter took you deep into Star Wars history, lore, filling in the cracks, things that you didn't know about, missions behind the scenes that you didn't know about.
Yeah.
Rogue Squadron was more taking you along the movies, fighting the battles you see in the movies. It was more of like a cinematic experience. I love them both. So I hope that one day we get those.
And TIE Fighter was the first appearance of Thrawn outside of the Timothy Zahn books.
Yeah,
That's right.
He was in there. He played a key role in that game.
Yep, absolutely. All right, well, thank you so much, Asen Khan, for sending that in, and thank you, everybody. Let's go ahead and do this real quick just to show you guys our appreciation. We appreciate the super chats and all the gifted memberships and the member chats from you guys. So this is for you guys. We're going to bring back an oldie but a goodie here. We are your Echo Base Network. Thank you for your support. We'll be right back and to our next topic. Here we go.
And real quick before we hit the next topic, to address T-Rex 007 comment, Coach freaking would destroy me in that stupid GoldenEye game. Shadows of the Empire was great, but I hated playing GoldenEye with him.
I would get that golden gun and I'd just be hiding around a corner and get everyone done.
I was the worst screen watcher in the world. You couldn't help it. You couldn't help it. You know,
I mean, it gives you advantage. So I mean, it makes sense. But yeah, I would get destroyed in that game.
You hated it. You hated the games that I've loved. You've hated.
Diablo 2.
Well, but we came along together on that one.
Yeah.
What about Halo Combat Evolved?
Oh yeah, yes. I never got into any Halo, but I'm a
because
Sony
I was
pony.
like that gum legendary status.
Yeah.
I destroyed people.
Hell, Sundowners.
What is up, Sundowners? So yeah, I hope they do our games justice. I really do. All right. So big news we're talking right now. Maybe. Potentially huge news. But there is certainly a caveat. Nick, you don't know anything about this.
No, I have no idea what.
So we're getting your true, honest reaction. A lot of you guys watching, you've already seen this. You already know about this. I don't know if DA knows about this or not. So we're getting their real, authentic reactions. Gentlemen, Star Wars original trilogy and prequel trilogies, 4K remasters coming to a local theater near you. What are your initial thoughts? How awesome would it be for you to be able to go back and watch Star Wars as it's never been seen before in 4K with all the bells and whistles of your very best cinema?
Well, if it other than Empire, I don't like the special edition of any of them. Empire was the least.
All right, so I didn't say anything about the special edition yet.
but you know that's what they're going to release.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
And
all right, so look, I mean, think about this. If it weren't the special edition, we're talking about a nuclear event.
Oh yeah, that would
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. Yeah.
Everybody would be
if it was real Star Wars, that would stop the world from spinning for a day.
No.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, that sounds great, man. It's good. I'm excited for that. When is it coming out?
Oh, I'm so glad you asked that question.
Marathon. Get ready for your marathon.
They did
ready for a weekend marathon.
Did you hear what DA just said?
What he said?
They did something stupid. Oh, they did something stupid. That's what he said. DA, I'm gonna look. I'm gonna read it to you first. Then I'm gonna show you.
They never even promoted Return of the Jedi back.
Here's the information. For 4 days, May the 2nd through the 5th, for those 4 days, you will get to go see only The Phantom Menace in 4K. For 4 days.
What?
Okay. May the 2nd through May the 5th, They're starting with episode 1. That's all. Then, on May the 4th only, which is the third day of the Phantom Menace run, on May the 4th, the official Disney Star Wars Day,
Yeah.
you could go see any and all of the original trilogy in 4K. But you could only do that for one day. On May the 4th, the 3 original trilogy films will be available for you to go watch. And when the clock strikes midnight, Cinderella's shoes disappear and the movies are gone. You get 1 day to go watch these, and that is it.
What's the point?
What's films?
The very next day, May the 5th, it's the exact same thing. It's the prequels. You could go watch episodes 1, 2, or 3 for 1 day only.
What's the point of this? What is it? What is the point of that? What is the event or whatever?
So they're touting it for, this is the May. Again, take this with a pound of salt. The only thing they announced was the Phantom Menace 25th anniversary, at least through the 3rd through the 5th. And there are some cinemas who have confirmed they have that marked. 3rd through the 5th, Phantom Menace 25th. That was officially announced on Star Wars site.
Yeah, they announced that a while back. Yeah.
These folks are claiming that the vault is being opened for 1 day each on the 4th and the 5th for the original trilogy and for the prequel trilogy for the first time ever in 4K. Remember, as we were coming out of the pandemic, they were thinking about putting just Empire out in 4K, especially overseas, as an enticement for people to come back, and it fell through. Right? They never could work it out. This site is claiming exclusively that they have it on authority that this will be announced. Sort of, again, this vault. Disney is famous for this. We're opening our vault for a day. Or that concept of Disney Vault is a concept, right? For 2 days, this may be what they're doing.
So are they showing, do you got to go to the theater and see the movies back to back to back? So
if I had to,
are you buying
guess,
one ticket to see 3 movies?
If I had to guess, they'll sell you 3 tickets and the movies will run back to back to back. But it's just a guess.
Oh.
Yeah, it might be one showing. We don't know.
It may be 1 ticket and you come.
I find
for as
it
many
hard
of them as
to
you
believe.
want.
I find it hard to believe, guys, that every theater that is in this is going to give 3 of their rooms to Star Wars.
Yeah, they're gonna do one showing the trilogy. You want to see it? Here you go.
Yeah,
and
here's all 3 of them.
That's what I'm thinking.
1 day, 1 theater. That's it.
If I was running it, I would do it like the Fathom events do, right? You buy a special ticket. Here's when it starts. Here's when it ends. Here's when the intermissions. Here's your ticket. You can come and go as much as you please. You can come for however many you want.
How
showing
big?
them in one screen, one shot.
You would think they would learn something about what Return of the Jedi did, 40th anniversary. Shout out to Sundowners Club. Shout out to Sundowners Club. Give me that poster. Thank you, brother.
Why not just re-release it and just release it? Just release the movies. Go see them if you want to.
3 weekends in a row. Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Right.
Let it run for a week.
Next weekend.
Let it run
Friday,
for a
Saturday,
week.
Sunday.
The 1 week or 2 weeks, because what if I can't go on that day? What if I got something to do? I guess I'm just out of luck.
Yeah.
That's dumb, man.
That's
Disney. That's Disney for you. They do the dumbest stuff. Man, and it's coming.
Yeah. And how many theaters have 4K projectors that can even show this in actual true 4K?
How many adults are going to be able to go back-to-back days? I'm going to go sit for 6.5 hours.
Yeah. I think it's a Saturday and a Sunday, is it not? I think the 4th is a Saturday. And the 5th is a Sunday.
People got busy lives, man. It's enough to just get to a 2-hour movie sometime to go and try to watch all of these.
I'm just saying, I think it's a week.
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying. It's just, that's why I say just release it and just let it run for, a couple of weeks and go see it on discount Tuesday or wherever, and, just let it loose, if you're going to do it. That don't make sense to me.
We had a deal here. A lot of you probably had this where, you got your standard movie theater And then once the movies started to get old and move and transition out of the main theater, we had the dollar movies here.
Yeah,
Right.
did too.
And when the Star Wars Special Edition went to the dollar movies, me and Nick went like 7 times
Yeah.
for each of them.
Cool.
You know, I just don't understand this decision making. Now, look, this site, coveredgeekly.com, this is their exclusive. They're putting it all on the line here. If this doesn't happen, they have lost all credibility forever.
So this is the only place where it's covered. These are the only
That's
guys
correct.
covering this.
Yeah,
That
it's
is
not,
correct.
this has not been officially.
Yeah,
announced.
they
Okay,
corroborated. They corroborated someone else's tweet, and what I'm really nervous about is this. They may have a theater chain or someone near them who's doing this, right? But this graphic. I'm pointing like you think, oh, I'm pointing at this graphic on the screen. They present it as, we got this graphic from Star Wars. Right. And so because on Coach's point, different theaters do special things all the time. Like somebody commented to my comment on the video and said, hey, I already have my local joint is doing something special on the 4th Empire Strikes Back focused. I got a ticket for it already. So this may be true. And it made me think again, local or more independent chains, wherever they're got this info from, that may be a one-off.
I'm leaning towards you with that one, Rissman, because I can't see like this being nationwide. It feels like something at a theater, like one small little theater is just gonna, okay, for one day only you guys can come and check this out, and on the May the 4th and then the Revenge of the 5th, you can go check this other one. That makes sense to me, but to put this out as Disney is dropping this and it's, I don't buy that. I don't buy that. Yeah, I'm leaning towards that one with you, Rissman.
Yep. Well, guys, that's interesting. Chat, let us know what you think about this. Do you think it's a good idea, bad idea? Would you go watch it? A lot of people are like, "No, I ain't going to go watch. I'm not going to go watch the special edition, anyways.
Right?
I'll go watch the prequels." And I'll be honest. I mean, the fact that it's going to be special edition, and I just saw Return of the Jedi with my family, with Nick and with Mattuine. I could totally see me going and watching, this might surprise some of you, Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
I could see that.
I would go the first day and do Empire. I would go the second day and do Revenge of the Sith, probably.
Yeah. Yep, totally. All right, guys. So our next story that we want to get into, before we do, we got 2 super chats to hit here. Donna Hergenrether with a $20 super chat. My gosh, Donna, thank you so much. I'm hoping that Rogue Squadron rumor really does happen. I love fighters. F-15s rule. I dare not be excited because it is Disney Star Wars, as always. Yeah. Thank you, Donna. Well said. We're going to get into the Patti Jenkins deal. Look, I'll speak on it now. I mean, she didn't really have anything else going on. I know that she wanted to do the movie. She was all about it. Her father's passed as a fighter pilot and everything. I take her at her word. I think she's working on it. Does that mean it's going to happen? No, it doesn't. But it sounds like just the kind of thing that would happen with the in the Kathleen Kennedy regime. So, I hope it comes out and I hope it's good, but we shall see. And thank you so much for that very generous $20 super chat. We appreciate it very much. Love you. Asin Khan with another £5 super chat. Who owns the right of original despecialized edition? Nobody.
Lucas didn't.
A guy named Harmy did it and doesn't own it. Lucasfilm owns it.
But did Lucas even give them the original?
No.
The answer is, I think
fan
they're
edit. They are actually not supposed to sell it.
Right.
And you could download it. Copyright rules say you could download it for free as long as you own a copy of the original source. Yeah. So if you have the special edition or the widescreen DVDs or heck, the VHS tapes, if you got Star Wars on any medium, then you could download the despecialized edition, which in my opinion is by far the best original trilogy we've ever had. With the exception of the very originals, which we'll never get again.
Right.
So, and I hate that. I really would like to see them. Maybe one day they can work some magic. Or they hired Shamook. Did they not?
He left.
He did leave. He left for, he got a better job.
Can't blame him.
Shamook, shout out to you. When you come into the channel, don't let me email
now you can
no more.
certainly come.
So anyways, they hired Shamook to come in and fix their deep fake. And he did. Why can they not hire the team that did the despecialized editions and release those? Do you not like money? I would buy that on 4K right now.
Yep.
You know? Do it and do it proper. But, you know, nonsensical. Harmonic Shredder, $20 late to the party. Coach, I'm hoping that Tyson knocks some humility into Jake Paul's skull. Hail Tyson Base Network. Let's go.
So bad.
Cover up your ears. Let's go. Thank you, Harmonic Shredder, for that very generous $20 super chat, man. We appreciate that very much. Hey, we're gonna talk about any and everything that we are interested in. But thank you, brother. Appreciate that. So up next, guys, a couple quick updates, and this one's kind of on the sad side. Jake Lloyd. You know, a lot of people were alarmed when his mother gave an update this past week that he is in a institution.
Yeah.
But what people aren't saying, and people are way too quick to say things like, see what being in Star Wars did to him. No.
Right.
The man suffers from schizophrenia. And no one knows besides God how one gets schizophrenia. Could it be from trauma? Could it be from stress? It could be. Nobody knows. Nobody knows how you get it. Jake Lloyd is an apparent schizophrenic.
Yeah.
And he struggles. But something that he said, guys, that I absolutely loved, the mother updated. He still loves Star Wars. That he watched Ahsoka. He's watching the Bad Batch. You know, that he still loves Star Wars. And I love that. The guy definitely has had his demons. And you know, I wasn't a fan of the character. I'm not a fan of the movie unless we go to the last 20 minutes. When Qui-Gon Jinn says stay in the cockpit, the movie got good.
Yeah.
You know. But I am happy to see a good update in him being in an institution is okay. It's okay. It is what it is. I hope one day he's healthy and good and able to get out of that. But people are way too quick, guys, to say, see what Star Wars did? See what you talking about us? Like we put him there? Come on, man. No.
His mother said that he would have probably likely ended up in this situation regardless because there's like issues like that run in his family. You know, so she came out and admitted to that and said, yeah, he would have probably been there. And the doctors also said in all likelihood he would have had schizophrenia anyway, you know, when he was diagnosed way back in like 2005 or 8 or something like that. So, yeah, it's not Star Wars fans that, you know, yeah, exactly. It runs in his family. Yeah, it's not Star Wars fans. And they attacked Star Wars fans relentlessly about the treatment of Jake Lloyd and, you know, the things that he was going through and saying that we were the toxic fans. Look what we did to him and everything like that. Yeah. None of it's true. Absolutely none of it. So, yeah, I feel like we are owed an apology, to be very honest with you, man.
Yeah. That we'll never get.
And if you look at the story, he talks about how he got bullied at school against by people his own age and stuff. So,
but you know what that's from? That's first of all, that's kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Second of all, they're probably jealous as hell because he was Anakin Skywalker.
He's in a Star Wars movie, right? Exactly. Yeah.
The kid, how much money does the kid have? more than anybody else in his school.
Yeah, he's famous. They're not.
That's
a
level of
jealous.
That's an unprecedented level of success for kids.
Look, man, kids are jerks. If you are anybody that has kids, kids can be jerks.
They're the meanest people in the world.
Yeah, right.
Coach doesn't know anything about that. Dodgeball,
Coach threw paper at me.
And I've just been, I've been teaching them for 19 years, and now I got them on a school bus. So yeah, it's
glutton for punishment. It's what you are.
Yeah, for sure. But anyways, good thoughts and prayers to Jake Lloyd and his family. Now, another sad bit of news is that the Michael Culver, the man who played Captain Nita in Empire Strikes Back, passed away, lived a long, good life. He was 85 years old. So the actor, he was from the UK, much bigger in the UK than he was in the States as an actor. But yeah, he has passed away. Michael Culver has passed away at the age of 85. So
I thought he died on the Executor. Apology accepted.
You're
Nita.
Oh, that's messed up.
So bad.
Yeah, that's bad.
Too soon.
That's bad, Nick. That's bad. Bad form. But hey, what do we know? We're Tyson-based network.
Yeah.
All right. Moving over to Patti Jenkins claims that she's working back on Rogue Squadron. Guys, everybody's been talking about this for the past 24 hours. So here's my question. I want to start here and get y'all's thoughts. Nick, y'all talked about this over on Mr. H's stream today.
Yep.
Do you believe this is true? And if you do believe it's true, do you think it's going to happen?
I believe it's true that she's probably going to try to work on something. I don't think it's plausible that this movie actually happens.
Yeah, same
no matter
here.
What.
I think she's working on. I did a video on this earlier, and I think she's working on it. But it's almost like she's trying to speak it into existence. She's trying to okay, I'm working on this thing. She's given this interview on a podcast, and if Disney is going to jump back in to the mix with this movie, you would think they would announce this, not Patti Jenkins on a podcast. I can't see her giving somebody giving her the green light to talk about this openly as a project. These guys are under NDAs. They're told, hey, don't say nothing. Patti, go ahead, keep writing the script. But, Kathleen Kennedy's going to make that announcement, or Dave Filoni's going to make that announcement, or they're going to throw it up on StarWars.com when that movie is about to be re-released, because it was very well known that they shut this thing down. They shut it completely down. They pulled it off the schedule. They said, that's it. We're not doing it. The way I'm seeing it is she's just trying to, I'm still working on the script. Don't worry about it, guys. I got a hot script ready for, she's making a fan film. I'm going to do this. And it's okay, keep working on, you go ahead and work on that script, Patti. You go ahead and do that.
This interesting, because I watched your video earlier, Derek, thought it was a good video. And then I thought a little bit more about it. And I went back through some of our show archives. Back in December of 2022, she was interviewed by.
This is going to make me look bad. I'm getting rid of you right now.
No. She was interviewed by Variety, and she said nearly verbatim the exact same thing she said on this podcast, which was, I'm back. I'm still on it. It's, I just had to take a break, but I'm working on it. And she was there, right? She said almost the same thing, it was just Wonder Woman, Wonder Woman 3 or whatever. But they asked me to come back. I signed a deal with them, and then and so she said that, and then remember the whole shelved comment. I was like, I remembered Kathy Kennedy in the outfit she was wearing at Celebration, getting grilled by the IGN interviewer, and I found it, and it was on this topic. So April of 2023, this interviewer said,
"Oh, that's when Kathy got mad."
Yes,
clearly.
Yes. She said, you announced a few movies and some things got shelved, and Kennedy's like, shelved? We don't say shelved. We don't say. And then the interviewer was like, what about Rogue Squadron? And Kathy said, Rogue Squadron is still very much on the table, either as a series or a movie. We are still very interested in Rogue Squadron. That was the last we heard of it. That was right after Celebration. Then the writer's strike happened. Fast forward to this podcast where basically Jenkins just said the same thing she said back in December of 2022. KK never said it was shelved. She got all ornery about it. So DA, on your point, from a Lucasfilm perspective, there's not a reason to say it's back in development because they never said it was out of development.
Okay.
That's what they do. This is the game they play. But they
something's just kind of floating in development hell. It's just kind of sitting there. Yeah, Patti may get to it. Patti may not get to it or whatever. And we may or may not do this. It's like, no firm, but they just pulled it off. But that's what I'm saying. They pulled it off of the
schedule for sure, because it wouldn't have been ready by that date.
Right.
So they just pulled it off the schedule.
Yeah. And my speculation here, Nick, I'll come to you in just a second. My speculation is that Patti probably was thinking about her story for about 5 minutes while she was sitting on the toilet.
Oh,
so she was asked on a podcast about the movie. Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm still working on it.
She's got nothing else to do at this point.
Nothing.
She should be working on it.
Wonder Woman is dead.
Yeah, Ryan Johnson's still working on his trilogy. Lando and Droid's show still getting worked on. I mean, come on.
And this is a great time to say thank you to Ted for the poop emoji.
You knew it was coming.
The 99-cent poop emoji.
The second most consistent man on YouTube.
That's right.
And the funny thing about YouTube with 99 cents is it can't differentiate between $99 and 99 cents. So it makes it red and it stays around forever because it doesn't know how to differentiate between $99 and 99 cents. It's great.
Yep. All right. We got some super chats real quick. Member chat from Georgie Girl. Hey, Georgie Girl. I'll be watching A New Hope with orchestral accompaniment on May the 4th with my besties. Highly recommend standing ovations at the last one I went to. I hope you're in our Facebook group, and I hope you can get us some footage of that because that's awesome.
Yeah.
I've never been able to do it. Would love to do it.
Yeah, that would be an experience for sure. Yeah, keep us updated on that, Georgia Girl. I hope you have a fabulous time on May the 4th, seeing the movie like that. Amazing. Mattuine with a $5 super chat, who I got to go watch Return of the Jedi with. He says, is Disney Lucasfilm so out of people to hire that they're circling back to Patti Jenkins? Yeah. That goes back to that whole plan, no plan thing, Nick.
Yeah.
Yep.
100%.
Who would want to work for Star Wars right now? I mean,
nobody.
They've destroyed the franchise to the point that you wouldn't be able to get good directors to step in and want to do this thing.
The only thing you could do, and it would take a really high degree of confidence, maybe arrogance, for somebody to be this way, is if somebody could say to themselves, I can fix it.
Right.
That's the only thing. If you can't fix it, you just destroyed your resume by taking on a Star Wars project.
Yeah. You've wasted years of your life because it takes a couple of years to get these things put together, these films or television shows you've written. You've put a lot of work and effort into it, and if it's not going to work, why do it?
Yeah, the fans are
going to hate you.
That's it. That's exactly what I was about to say. You know what that makes me think of? The young actor, Hope Sundowners is still here. I think his name's Jack Gleason.
From Game of Thrones.
Yeah, he played King Joffrey.
Yeah.
How many things have you seen him in?
Yeah.
And why is that? And he's talked about it. Because
Yeah,
everybody hates his guts because he did such a fabulous job in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Everybody hated him. He's not hireable.
Yeah. He got typecasted. He's typecasted now.
And directors it's not typecast, but directors get a bad rep when they do Star Wars. Leslie Headland is never going to do anything else.
Plus, he's white. So,
what does that mean?
You can't have no white people in there.
I didn't see him at the Cat Williams concert.
Yeah.
Here's just one more thought on this Patti Jenkins thing, because I actually listened to a snippet of the podcast. And after she says, I'm still working on it, and she talks about her love of the franchise, And I guess they asked her something about timing. And her comment was something like, well, I don't know. They have other directors in the mix and they're trying to figure out which movies are coming when, etc. And in my mind, I thought to myself, is this a sly way of them trying to get rid of Obi-Chinoy even further? Maybe they told her to say, maybe they told Patti to say this in thinking, well, now maybe this movie will come before the Rey movie. Maybe this is the way they're very quietly pushing that even further and further, because there's other people who are saying that they believe that one of the things that Iger quietly canceled is the Rey movie.
You just watch it tomorrow, exclusive on WDW Pro. Patti Jenkins replaces Charmin Obi-Chinoy.
Well, but I think it would be like a bait and switch, right? I don't think Patti Jenkins is going to replace her leading the Rey movie. What I'm saying is they may replace the Rey movie with Rogue Squadron and just not do the Rey movie at all.
I still don't believe the Rey movie's happening until I see
I'm
shots
right there
from
with
the
you.
set with them filming.
What's crazy
I'm
about
right there
that
with you.
is like with almost every Star Wars project, we don't believe it's happening. I
Yeah,
mean, there was a large look. I never, to my recollection, I never thought the Acolyte isn't happening. It makes sense while that's happening at Disney. That one makes sense to me. It's going to be trash garbage. Okay.
I mean, we saw shots from on set of them filming. So
Right, that's true. But there was a large contingency of fans who are not to be named by me, anyways. That, you know, they.
I knew it.
They.
sizzle reel.
Sizzle
What's
reel.
happening?
Black pills.
And on.
I just don't, you know. But now we're at the point where I don't believe anything's happening. I am the only person in this solar system that doesn't believe necessarily that Ahsoka season 2 is going to happen.
I know. I'm right there with you. I don't think
Until
it's
they start
happening.
filming it. Same boat.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But
That
with the
it's in
Acolyte, we
development,
saw
and that could be anything.
Yeah, we saw with the Acolyte that they were doing it. They showed a teaser at Celebration. We knew it was happening. You know, it's like, take your head out of the sand. We're getting this garbage, you know, whether you like it or not.
Well, and I just saw because he doesn't have enough work, right? I just saw Pedro Pascal got cast in another movie, some A24 production. I forget what it is, but the thing about it is it's starting filming imminently, right? It's going into production now. So I'm thinking to myself, how in the world is he going to be available in June to do any Mando and Grogu, if he even is going to do anything, if he's on this other movie that's just starting filming now? Right.
Yeah.
So there's so many weird things right now from a scheduling perspective. And plus all the studios are the reason why one of the reasons why Batman 2 got pushed. They're out of studio space. Nobody did any planning. Everyone just made a mad scramble to get to all the studios that are available. And now studio people are ready to make films and there's no capacity to make them.
Yeah. Yep. I was on Doomcock stream last night and I made this comparison about Grogu and Mando. You know, like it's going to be so long before we get, whether we get season 4 movie, whatever. But Grogu's basically like the slap bracelet of the 1990s. You know, when slap bracelet came out, everybody wanted one. Everybody loved the slap bracelet. Nobody gives a crap about slap bracelets anymore. That's where Grogu is, you know?
Yeah, man. He's a fad. He's a passing fancy, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
And they got, you know, whatever kind of money they could get out of it at the time.
And they still trying to milk him. They still trying to milk that little guy, man. It's like, look, there's no chance in the world that movie. Yeah, he ain't gonna be successful because look, at the end of the day, you know, they had an opportunity to get Mando or to elevate these characters, Mando and everything. They had an opportunity to elevate these guys up and to, you know, make that series like the centerpiece of Star Wars, and they destroyed it with all the nonsense they did on Disney Plus. You know, Mando season 3, Ahsoka, Book of Boba Fett, they absolutely destroyed it. So it's over. It's over, and they're gonna have to move out of this entire era to get Star Wars going. And you know, I don't think they're ready to do that yet. Go ahead, Coach.
You guys don't know what you're talking about. Kathleen Kennedy's almost out of there. John Favreau craps golden turds. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Patti Jenkins ain't happening. They're gonna make a Luke Skywalker movie. You'll see. You'll see.
Leia's gonna be pregnant with twins.
They're gonna make a I think that's one thing we can be pretty sure they're not doing, right?
Yeah, definitely not. I mean, we're literally getting sequel tie-ins in the Bad Batch.
I'm sorry. I just have too much fun.
Pre-OG Star Wars is now getting sequel trilogy tie-ins. Like, come on. They're not getting rid of the sequel trilogy.
No.
But funnily enough, the Bad Batch is back talking about the clones again. I'm like, oh, what happened? You remember what your story is supposed to be? 2 episodes all about clones.
And getting rid of the sequels is the only thing they could do that would fix it.
They're not going to do it.
It would be a good first step anyways.
They're not going to do it. They'll never do it. They'll never admit they were wrong. You know?
Yep, absolutely. All right, so next topic before we do that, Austin Khan with £5. How about a TIE Fighter live-action TV series based on the PC game if Patty's doing Rogue Squadron?
Okay, I'm here for it.
Well, the only thing about Patti Jenkins' Rogue Squadron is if you look at the artwork of the show, it's the sequel trilogy X-Wing. So I'm imagining this is going to take place during that time. I don't.
Oh, I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah,
anything during that time frame. That's
the wrong setting for Star Wars fans.
It's going to fail. Yeah.
If you're going to do a Rogue Squadron, it needs to be between Empire and Jedi. Personally, is how I feel about it. But I would love a TIE Fighter live action TV series from the Empire's perspective, like maybe based on the game or whatnot. If it was a show. But that would be expensive to make because that would be a lot of CGI, a lot of space battle stuff. It would be expensive, but and I don't have any faith that they could actually pull it off to where it would actually be good.
You watch, Rogue Squadron's going to end up being X-Wings fighting against the Imperial Remnant in the Mandalorian era, right? It's gonna end up, it's gonna end up being.
It's gonna have that one guy. What was his name? What's the name of the dude
Carson
Tevez is gonna be the lead actor. It's gonna be trash, man. I'm
back
not
in his
interested in
X-Wing, and they'll be fighting against the 7th Fleet, right? You watch, Rogue Squadron somehow will.
No, yeah, you're right, man. That's what it's gonna be. Yeah, that's why nobody's checking for this thing. Nobody's gonna watch it. Star Wars has lost their way. It's over, man. Patty can do whatever she want to do at this point.
I agree. Thank you so much, Austin Khan, for another awesome super chat, my friend. I would love a TIE Fighter live action show. Be even better, maybe, if it was animated.
Sure.
I'd be all for that. I'd be all for that. And Venger with a member chat, been with us for 37 months, my brother. I'm waiting for season 2 of House of the Dragon. So am I. By the way, I'm watching season 3, episode 2, I'm sorry. Season 2, episode 2, Game of Thrones tonight with my daughter as soon as the show's over because we're going through it together. And don't judge me because I've skipped through the scenes. All right. Venger, I'm waiting for season 2, House of the Dragon. First episode is called A Son for a Son, which involves 2 characters called Blood and Cheese. And you'll be shocked and upset watching what they do. Oh boy. My man does know what's going on. So very interesting. And June, I'm excited for the show. And there aren't a whole lot of shows I'm excited about.
Coach, Acolyte is in June as well.
It's coming out at the same time.
I am actually excited about the Acolyte.
I'm excited about it because it's gonna be fun to cover.
Yeah, it's gonna be some great content right there.
I anticipate a lot of laughter.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. Yeah. See, we're at the point now where bad Star Wars affected us so negatively. Like we were walking around feeling it, like unhappy.
Right.
Now, I got alligator skin. I'm
have fun with it. That's what I've been saying. We're either going to have fun with great Star Wars or we're going to have fun roasting on bad Star Wars. Exactly. But we're going to have fun. Okay, we're going to have fun with it. Yeah,
And
100%.
then somebody will say to you, nobody hates Star Wars like Star Wars fans. How many times have y'all ever read that comment?
I've heard that for years. Yeah.
That's why we're
Yeah.
fans.
But I mean, yeah, that's what
why
fans
we're
do. They
fans.
love and hate.
It
Yeah.
stands for fanatical. Do people not remember what fan stands for?
You're supposed to have blind fanaticism, okay? You're just supposed to be blindly a fan and just love everything this thing does. I don't think I've ever been a fan of something that I've loved everything that they've done. I didn't even love all of Return of the Jedi. You know, there are things in Return of the Jedi, and I love the movie, but there are little spots here and there that I used to criticize about Return of the Jedi. The Ewoks, I couldn't stand these little teddy bears. Like the logic of little teddy bears, the logic of little teddy bears taking down the Empire. It bothered me when I was a kid.
We
and
should
it
do a
bothers me
stream on
today.
that. Everything we hate about Return of the Jedi. Do you remember your mother, your real mother?
Right. Yes.
Just a little, just a tiny bit. Huh?
What? She died when you were 7 minutes.
But yeah, I mean, nobody's a fan of everything 1,000% and just love everything. So yeah, that's just ridiculous.
One of the more funny comments I saw lately about the whole Leia and Luke being brother and sister was from they were doing a retrospective with John Williams because he was up for the greatest number of Emmys of all time or whatever. He was up for the award, and so of course they talked about Star Wars, and they asked, what is there anything that you're embarrassed about, or I forget what the question was exactly, and he was like, well, he said, I wrote a love theme for Luke and Leia. He said, because I had the script, and in the first movie it seemed pretty plausible, and good looking kids getting together. And then he said George never told us there was going to be a second one. He said, I didn't, nobody knew. He said, so then the second one came, he said, I had to do some fixing. He said, I had to make a whole nother theme. He's like, because I couldn't keep using that love theme. He's like,
Right.
We didn't know.
Yeah.
We didn't know there was going to be a second one. So just tickles me.
Yep. That's good stuff. Well, so real quick, and look, all of our Grandmasters and Jedi Masters that want to pop in, the link has been sent. So come on in. There's 6 spots right now. We'll have pop-ins. But real quick, I want to take you through our last topics. Daisy Ridley confirms there is no script yet for her movie.
Surprise.
She doesn't know anything more than what she knew at Star Wars Celebration. And ladies and gentlemen, that's been 11 months ago.
Yeah, almost a year now.
Yep. We're almost a year in, and she knows nothing more. Okay. Now, we do know that according to her, they are bringing in some new characters that are going to be main characters besides her. So her 2 apprentices, Rey training 2 apprentices. Okay. Some people have a problem with that. Whatever. It's Disney Star Wars. And then they're bringing in apparently the villain, which will probably be a Sith. Now, the other thing is, she also let us know that more than likely, Rey would have not had children at this time. 15 years later, no kids. Okay. I don't really care whether she has kids or not. I'm like, ooh, she has kids. I don't care. And I don't think most people do. Those are the things that we know about her movie. Any thoughts on that, gentlemen, before we open up our pop-ins?
You know why the kids question came, right? Because people are poking around for, will the lineage continue, right? Will the Palpatine / fake Skywalker lineage? Because if she doesn't have kids,
the whole rumor about the Force ghost of Kylo, and her having his child, something weird. So you can only do it with a dyad. I read it in. Shut up.
I would if they're going to go that route, I'd rather they bring him back from the dead and have them do it the old fashioned way, right? If they're going to go that route, which I hope they don't.
Yeah, they're not going to do that.
If this movie was happening this year, she would be booked, right? her calendar. They would have her on a calendar.
Oh, she doesn't know when filming begins.
Right. So
She
don't have a
says it
script.
could be this
They don't have
year
a
or
script
next
yet.
year.
They still got to get the script.
You're not filming in 2024. You don't even know.
No.
You're
But
you're
it
telling
also-
me you might be gone for 4 or 5 months this year away from your family and you
Yeah.
don't know?
Yeah,
Come
because
on,
they don't
that's
just
not how
call
it
her up.
works.
They don't just ring her up today and say, "All right, Daisy, we're on for tomorrow." Right? She needs to be scheduled.
Yeah.
Right? She's not on call.
Yeah.
For goodness sake.
Come on
You
in
gotta
tomorrow,
get her-
Daisy, and plan on being here about 5 months.
Yeah, you know that movie we
Maybe
had
she is
before?
on call.
It's time. It's time. See you tomorrow.
Oh
Yeah.
my!
I don't think
goodness.
this movie starts filming until next year at the very, very earliest. At the
If
very
it films
earliest.
at all.
If it films at all. The writer is still, he's got his movie coming up. The writer of her movie has
Peaky
his
Blinders.
movie filming
Stephen Knight.
this summer. Yeah, Stephen Knight. He's filming his film this summer. And he still hasn't finished. I don't even think he's started on the script.
And
you know?
rumor has it he might not be doing it at all.
Right. So yeah.
So
That's the
very,
status
very
of Star
interesting.
Wars. Nobody's even, like Star Wars used to be a priority. Like, oh my God, we're making a Star Wars movie. That's top of the list for me. Nah, let me just work on my own stuff. I'll get to this when I feel like it. Like, that's the attitude. It seems like he's
Don't
coming
worry.
with.
The Rey movie's in development, guys. It's in development. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I mean, people used to love Star Wars. Think about all the products that you could buy. People used to even wear Star Wars hats, but now only doofuses do. Oh, my bad.
Oh, yeah,
My
man.
I kid.
Hey, look, I'm a fan. All right, I'm a fan.
Sure.
I'm a die
look,
on this
that's
hill.
George Lucas. That's a George Lucas hat.
That's original.
Yeah, there we go.
That's a George Lucas hat. It's easy. It's easy. All right. It is now time for pop-ins. Anybody need to head out?
I got
You
time.
know what?
I'll be here for a little bit.
Let the pop-ins speak to you before you head out, DA.
I'm good
What's
for
up?
the duration.
Yeah, I'm good. I got another like 20 minutes or so. So I'm good.
Man, we hadn't done pop-ins in so long. I used to have a little intro for pop-ins. Hello. Oh, found it. Here it is. Well, pop-ins. It's ladies' night, and we feel all right. Ladies and gentlemen, Donna Hergenrether, Jedi Master Lawrence, and Debbie Young. We
All
are
right.
here. Are there any men that want to come in? I'm
I was
just
getting ready
saying,
to say,
you're welcome.
Is this the girl cast tonight?
Yeah.
Like
I feel like we
About
need some
time.
of that. We need some of that George Michael careless whisper.
Nick, the force is female,
I'm
Nick.
never
Remember,
gonna-
the force is female.
Real quick, Mexican Iron Man, new EBN show, Rissman Cooking with Star Wars. Watch online as Dar Simpus live streams his chef skills as he prepares homemade romantic dinners for KK. Yeah.
Got him.
Oh, Lord.
Nice.
So
When is
You
that
know it's
dropping?
true.
Rissman?
Everything he
When
says is
can we
true.
tune in for that, Rissman? When is that dropping?
not anytime soon, my friend. Not anytime
That
soon.
would be a hit.
Oh,
That would be
God.
a
That would be something. That
What
would
are
be
you
something.
cooking, Rissman? What's the
I
dish?
don't cook for me, let alone anyone. Let alone anyone.
Yeah, every time I talk to him, he's going to Outback.
That's where everyone's cooking
Good
for
place.
me, right?
All right. Well, ladies, it's your time. It's your pop-in time. If you got something, a topic that you wanted to cover or talk about that we've talked about in the show, or you got something completely different that you want to bring, it is now your time. We're going to start with Donna.
Thank you. Okay.
Pleasure.
On Facebook Messenger, there is a list going of, or a chat going of people that are going to ICCCon, and we have that started up. And if you are going and you are not part of that and you have a Facebook Messenger,
Am I on that?
no, I'm talking to everybody.
So this is a relative new thing that just started.
No, you know that I've been working on the Messenger.
I didn't know you were doing Messenger. I'm in this Messenger.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you even answered it.
Yes.
Dang, folks.
Really making an impact on it. Really making an impact on
Oh,
this one.
there it is.
Just like I'm so
I
scatterbrained.
did.
I can't keep up.
Just
Anyway.
kidding. I was just kidding.
Anyway, for anybody that is coming, it is beneficial. Me and Debbie worked it last year, and it's very beneficial because if you're trying to catch up with people or whatever, you can kind of track whatever. And coming up to ICC Con, anybody that has questions about meetup places or anything, it's actually pretty cool thing we're doing.
I mean,
Agree with me, Coach.
yeah, I do. And what you're doing with Mattuine and some other people, just getting everything planned and making things available. They're going to have everything there that most people would want or need, but it might not be something you want or need. You might want something different. So what they're doing is they're giving us options as a EBN family that no other groups there are going to have. Like, we're going to be able to do things, because last time we were there, DA, you're going to like this. Last time we were there, everybody was getting hungry. I was getting hungry. So I think I ordered 15 pizzas.
Yeah, we door dashed it.
We door dashed. Rissman put the order in. I paid for it. 15 pizzas came in, not from a chain, from like a local place there, and it was good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Mexican Iron Man was going down fast. He had way too much to drink. So he is speaking pseudo English Spanish at this time. It is not making sense. He is like, head's going down, trying to talk. And I am force feeding this man pizza to get him to come back. It's the only thing that saved him. He was going down.
You didn't feed him tacos.
Do you remember
Tacos
that,
would have
Nick?
brought him back faster. Man.
I do.
Oh yeah, I definitely remember that.
Yeah.
But also in Mike's defense, I don't know how many times he went around taking drink orders and going to the bar and bringing booze back. And I mean, it was like, it was crazy.
Look,
it was
He kept me supplied with tequila.
Look,
yeah.
so he
Kept
put
Coach
the
supplied
pressure.
with Bahama Mamas.
See, look, why are y'all doing that, man?
Oh, so many.
Give me a bad
Bahama
rap. I just need to put the Stephanie face on me again. So yeah, Mike looks at me and goes, "What do you want to drink?" And everybody's like this. And I felt an enormous amount of pressure.
He thought of the most girly drink he could think of at the time.
Bahama Mama.
I said,
Mama.
"Give me a Bahama Mama." I had 17 Bahama Mamas.
He did. Had a lot of there was a lot of mamas.
I had 29,000 calories. It was the craziest thing I've ever experienced. So, yeah, so crazy. Oh, we have another member pop in. Ted.
Oh,
Ted.
There we go. What's up, Ted?
Ted, the old gangster nerd. What's up, brother?
Where'd you
All
go,
right.
Debbie?
Hey.
But
Just thought I'd
anyway,
check
I
it all
was just letting people know that there is that going. If you are going and you're friends with me, or you're friends with somebody that's going that might be on that chat, they can let you in. I find it very beneficial because when you're just kind of out there by yourself or whatever, it's kind of able to, we're meeting here or whatever, or what are people bringing and stuff like that. So anyway, that's out there now, and we started it up.
How many
Coach,
people
you've
did we
already
have?
talked.
How many people did we have in that courtyard?
Oh wow.
Oh, we had, I would say at least 20, 25.
Oh,
Say
I
25, 25, 30.
I would have thought more than that.
Well,
we
don't
took
forget,
some stragglers, too.
not everybody there was for EBN. We got a lot of people that just kind of jumped in going, oh, okay. And then if you recall.
Sure, but I'm thinking like even people that we don't typically see here normally anymore, that were normals back then, they were regulars, but like Dave Bob, he's still one of our members. We love him to death. He's not here in the live streams all that much anymore. He occasionally shows up. JD636. There was a lot of people there that aren't still regulars, but we're really hoping that all of us are there. Like, it's whether there's 10 of us there or there could be 30 or 40 of us there. It's going to be fantastic. So DA's coming. So hey,
I'll be there.
Let's do it. All right. Well, Jedi Master Lawrence, what is going on with you?
Well, I have a new gaming computer.
Let's
congrats.
go.
This is what I have. So I literally was sitting. I'm like, I gotta set it up for popping.
Yes. What did you get?
It's a CyberPower PC.
Uh-huh.
I built it. My dad actually bought it for me, and I'm like, cool. And I'm gonna have a monitor coming in, and gonna put the soundproofing in, and I have another mic, so I can start streaming if necessary.
Yeah. What are you going to play?
I am going to play a couple other games that I have on Gate Zero, which is officially launching December of this year, but I have done the demo a couple times. It's a Bible game, so it's really fun, and it's talking about mainly focusing on Jesus type thing. So it's really fast, cool, and it's pretty interactive.
Awesome. Very cool. I like the sound of that. So, any thoughts or comments about any of this Star Wars news or anything that we've talked about tonight? Anything you want to add there?
I have to work on that Friday because I looked. I'm like, I suspect it's May 4th, and I'm looking. I'm like, I have to work all day, and I'm gonna have to work in the morning. And I'm like, I can't do that. I would love to sit there and watch, but I can't do that.
Yeah, I totally get it. By the way, St. Michael, the DA and the Rissman both have the same microphone.
I've been very happy with it too, by the way.
You sound quite refreshing.
Thank you, son.
Did you just call me son on a live stream? He always sons me in text messages, but you just sunned me on a
on a live stream.
On a live stream. Got sunned. You got sunned.
And you're not a boomer, Coach. You're a Gen Xer.
You're correct. I am. I'm at the tail end of Gen X, I believe. Is that right? I believe I am.
They seem to move the goalposts all the time.
Yeah, they always shift it around.
Today, I identify as Gen X.
Yeah, 65 to 80, I think, is the years. So,
yep, very, very cool. Well, Erica, thank you so much for popping in here and hanging out with us. And let us know when you're streaming and what you got going on. Are you going to play any Star Wars games?
I'm probably gonna try to play KOTOR and SOTAR once I re-download everything. So
I got you.
Stop it.
Very cool. Sorry. Go ahead. There she is. Hey, Ted.
You're picking on her.
Look, Ted, it's ladies' night. So up next, Ted the old. I'm kidding.
Oh, Ted.
Debbie, what's going on, girl?
Yeah, of course, this would all stop working when I'm getting ready to talk to you guys at Figures.
That's okay.
Anyway, just glad to be on here, DA. And
thank you so much for the Godzilla -1 poster, Debbie.
You're welcome.
Love it very much. I love it. I have to get it. It's a big poster, and it's probably going to go like right there. Okay, I'm going to put it up right there. I'm going to take down the My Hero Academia, and I'm going to put it up in that area. Because that's about the only spot I can think of for it. But it's a wonderful poster. I really appreciate it. So thank you so much.
Hey, Debbie, can you do me a favor?
You went on mute, Debbie. Debbie, you went on mute.
You're on mute.
Yes, thank you. It was my pleasure to do it.
Debbie, we were quoting famous movies from earlier. Nick did something atrocious. I don't even know what movie that was.
Along Came Polly.
Yeah, nobody knows that. I did a much well-known, better-known movie, and I'm going to do another one, Debbie. Can you join our game? Will you say, "I'll not rest till I have me gold"?
She's like, What did you just say?
Never mind.
Leprechaun.
Yes. Yes.
I was gonna say
Leprechaun.
she's dressed as
Debbie.
She's
Wait,
dressed.
Warwick Davis.
Debbie, it looked like you just cussed me out. What did you say? It's okay, Debbie. It's okay. Don't get mad.
She's having technical.
It's okay.
Audio.
You can hear me.
Debbie.
You can hear
Debbie,
me.
it's muted again.
I see you.
You're muted, Debbie.
I love you, Debbie. I'm never gonna dance again. I don't know what to do, Debbie. I know, Debbie. I know, but
Debbie, you're muted on your side.
you're too beautiful for me, Debbie.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, there we go. There we
Just,
Now you got it.
just attribute it to old age.
go. No, stop it. Stop it. Donna's like, Coach, you're making this weird. Stop. Okay, I'll be good. Debbie,
Yes.
talk to us.
Look it up.
Talk to us.
Okay, now what was your quote? I didn't even hear
Debbie,
that from the
don't
movie.
press nothing. I was trying to be funny, and it was
Oh.
a massive L. So don't.
What's new?
Already.
Yeah.
That's right. Thank you. I was just about to say that, Debbie.
Oh, shots
Coach's
fired,
jokes
shots
go over
fired.
like a lead balloon.
You deserved
Better
it, but
muted,
not for
Debbie.
that
Like you
reason.
better mute.
I
No,
cracked myself up. That's all that matters.
That's
You're the
right.
only one.
Okay. Debbie,
Yes.
what do you think about any of this Star Wars stuff? You know, try to keep it positive. Okay.
I know, well, I will. I don't believe anything I'm hearing on either end. I don't believe that they're making movies, and I don't believe that they are. And I believe that they are. You know, it's one of these. We'll know when it happens. I think. I'm just.
Yep.
You know, I'm pretty happy with the Bad Batch. Actually, I watched them all, and better than I thought. I didn't know what to expect, and you know, it's the best thing is being back on here talking Star Wars.
Oh.
It's true.
The best
Wait,
thing. And
wait.
I don't mind doing the other things either, but this
You didn't like my Mike Tyson videos? Debbie?
yes, that was fine. But
Donna said
it's
that.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
you're
That's
happy
okay,
as to
Donna.
when you're talking Star Wars.
149,999 other people like that.
There's 468 new subscribers that are going, what the hell are they talking about right now?
I thought this was a sports channel.
It's a boxing channel.
Oh my goodness.
Oh goodness. But now bringing a cake for sure. The only thing I'm not sure about is if that family bakery's still in business, but I have another place that makes them just as good. You'll get one way or the other. Don't worry.
Nice.
Cannot wait.
Yes.
Look, it's just
And I gotta
so,
find out
so
how many
this year
people-
I want to actually I've been to this convention 3 times. Only the first year did I actually go listen to the celebrities talk. I didn't go either time the last 2 times. None.
You didn't come with us to Ian or Anthony? Oh wow.
Nothing. I stayed my butt in the courtyard and hung out with everybody the whole time.
Oh.
I'm chatty like that.
No,
I just-
you're awesome. You're awesome.
I was
But-
having I was
but
having
you know, if
I
you
didn't
want a
care. I was like,
sports
I'm not
channel-
going. I'm staying right here with all these folks.
Sports channel, Minnesota Wild is up 2.
Who's that?
What?
Minnesota Wild
Who that?
is up 2 right. And it's
Basketball.
going into 3rd.
What do they play? That is not
Hockey.
basketball.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
hockey.
about to say that ain't about
Hockey, yeah.
basketball. Hockey. They play hockey in America?
Wow.
Yes.
Ice hockey?
Yes.
Yeah, that's crazy. I had no idea.
I've always heard that's the fastest way to piss off a Canadian is to say ice hockey.
Oh, Ted sounds like a transformer.
He does
Ted
sound a little
sounds like he
transformer.
got
No.
It's game night. That's why I'm wearing my
Ted sounds like he's got a date with Lando's girlfriend.
Yeah.
yeah. But I agree with you, Debbie, 100%. I think that Bad Batch, it was, I mean, the first season, yeah, it was good. Yeah. And then second season, it was a little bit better, but this 3rd season is better.
I watched the first 3 episodes. And they were good. They were fun.
Yeah, there's
But it's
better. I'm
My
sorry.
time is so limited,
Right.
and I'll eventually watch the rest of the episodes for the Bad Batch. I will, but my time is so limited, and my little girl, I say little girl, she turned 16 in 3 weeks.
Oh wow.
We're watching Game of Thrones, edited.
Edited.
Yeah.
Edited. She's not seeing all the bad things, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, that's taking all my time, and she's loving it. She even told me last night. She said, "Daddy, I love watching this show with you."
Oh.
And I was like,
That
It
Coach
melted
cut out,
Coach's little heart.
"That's
Coach
like
cut out all the bad parts. Edited them
she's
together,
never
and
said
watched them
anything
later.
like that to me before."
Well,
Like,
once
but
you-
do y'all, I don't know if y'all believe this or not, but I really get on my family's nerves. Like, they
No.
don't laugh at
No.
anything. They don't laugh at anything I say.
What?
That's just
No, you, Coach?
ah,
Unbelievable.
I don't get it.
I'm
Well,
in the
once-
same bucket.
Once you
I
get
got-
to season 3, episode 9, just remember, hold her, cuddle her.
That's what
She'll
I'm
need
trying
it.
to. I know. I can't
Yeah.
wait for it.
That's
You
a
talking about
rough one right there.
The Red
Woo.
Wedding.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I cannot wait. I might record
You
her.
cannot wait to see her whole world crushed.
I mean, there were adults needing psychological counseling after that episode,
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad.
and
Yeah.
I might again. You know, after. Oh, so my daughter did send me a message today. Rissman, I don't know if you knew this or if anybody knew this, but she sent me a message. Hey, I got a text from Matt Cave. Oh,
Oh yeah, he wants y'all steam. He wants y'all.
oh
Steam
my
ideas.
gosh, bro.
Oh,
Don't
maybe you
do
already did it.
that. It's Yavin. Yavin. That's my Steam battle account or username. And you will see a picture. I married the 2 best things in the world. My name is Yavin, but my picture is Grimlock
Mm.
in Tyrannosaurus Rex form. The Transformer.
Okay.
Oh,
Yep. And I believe we're friends on there, Matt Cave. But you don't have to do that, bro. My gosh. Matt Cave says he's buying me and Nick a copy of Battlefront Classic Collection.
Oh,
Nice.
So when they fix the servers, we're playing, Nick. You got that?
all right, I guess.
It's gonna be ass whooping time. You better hope
I'm
you're
gonna
on my
suck.
team, cuz that's
Listen,
all I
I'm
know.
gonna suck.
That's all I know.
What about the text that you got?
The what?
Oh, you thought you said your daughter sent you a text. and
Oh
you were going to read
gosh,
that.
yes. Matt Cave threw me off. Sorry,
Man.
Boomer. Oh, that's my wife. Never mind. Get in here and do the dishes. Nope.
Oh, no.
What's my daughter's name? There it is. All right. She said, "This is a tweet. Every Spider-Man film fan, every Spider-Man film will re-release in theaters this year to celebrate 100 years of Columbia Pictures.
Wow.
Really?
April 15th.
Oh, there's another whole day.
God dang, that's tomorrow.
No, April.
no,
April.
no. This
April.
Oh
is
yeah,
March.
sorry. It's March, isn't it?
Tax
Coach,
day.
you need to get
Things
some
tax
Something's
sleep,
wrong
bro.
with me.
You need to get some rest, man. Like
I
Joe
did-
Biden out here, man.
I did run a mile this morning, and I went and did 30 minutes on the treadmill after work.
Okay.
So,
All right.
Yeah.
You put in
All right.
some work. Okay. All right.
Oh, so coach. Is there more? I'm sorry, because I had pulled up.
Yeah.
Now.
Well,
Yeah.
oh,
I
you
can
got
read
it pulled up?
We can't
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
that. We can't see that.
Show us.
Spider-Man. Oh, let me just share it. I can do that. And then we want this one.
Yeah, it's all of them. Tobey Maguire's trilogy.
Yeah, so it's Spider-Man April 15th, Spider-Man 2 the 22nd, Spider-Man 3 the 29th. Look at this. They're not giving I thought maybe it would be like all on one day, right? Just like they're doing with the Star Wars. Look at this. They're spacing it out. How nice.
But it's
Amazing
one
Spider-Man.
day.
Yeah, one. It looks like it's it doesn't say. It says re-release day, but it doesn't say. if it's only going to be on one, I'm taking this to read. It's going to be for the whole week, but
It
I may
might be
That'd be
1 week
nice.
for one and 1 week for the other. I know they do
So
that
I'm
a
thinking
lot.
Spider-Man will start on the 15th and on the 22nd, Spider-Man, so on and so forth, right? But it goes all the way through June the 3rd. And yeah, it looks like it's 1, 2, 3. It's all 8 of them.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
Well,
Nice.
And Jedi Master Lawrence sent us a message saying that she had to get off to bed. So
Yeah, she had to
thank
go.
you,
She had to
Erica.
go.
Yeah, that's awesome. So my daughter is wanting to go watch
All of them?
No, she loves her favorite Spider-Man, which I'm very proud of her for, is Andrew Garfield.
Oh, okay.
She wants to go watch those 2 movies, even though the second movie was so dang bad. I still like it. I still like it, but it's not a good movie.
Yeah.
And
What's the best one to you? Spider-Man 2?
That's the one I liked.
Yeah, that's my number 1.
Oh, it was great.
Just a side note, though, be careful. I'm reading now. It might only be Cinemark that's doing it.
Oh, yes.
It says a couple of times, check out Cinemark listings. It came via MovieWeb, so this could be, the Spider-Man thing could be only at Cinemark.
I don't have anything on our site yet from that, but they might not bring that out until the end of the month.
Yeah. I'm with you on that, DA. Clearly that's the best one. But I'm going to say that last whatever his name is, the new guy,
Tom Holland.
That's been, I mean, I say the new guy, he's been Spider-Man 17 times now. The last Tom Holland film, when they had all 3 of them,
yeah,
that they did it right.
Yeah.
And when you do it right, it's magic. It really is.
Yeah, they did a good job with it.
Yep.
Plus, it made me want to go back and watch the Garfield. I just have a soft spot for Andrew Garfield now because he's done so many other things that I've enjoyed. But seeing him again back made me want to go back and watch his Spider-Man, from before, which I know traditionally those movies don't get a great rap, right? But I don't know. I'm just an Andrew Garfield fan.
I thought the first one was really good. Yeah. And I hated that the second one didn't do as well, so they canned it.
Yeah.
I sure would like to see him back one more time for his own movie. Yep.
Before I forget, Nick, I'm sorry. I just mailed your birthday present out. It should be coming soon. And Coach, I got you a cup to match the Ghostbuster popcorn thing. I got the cups came in today, and I got one, and I mailed that too.
You are like too much. Thank you. My gosh. I got Slimer sitting right over there looking at me. So
the cup is great too. I'll send you a picture of it.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, that movie's out next week, huh?
Next weekend, Ghostbusters Frozen Empire. Yeah,
that's right.
How we feeling about that?
I'm ready.
I'm looking forward to it.
It's going to be good.
Yeah.
People are seeing it. Early screenings are this weekend, today. I feel like people are seeing the movie here presently.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, our final pop in of the night. Before we get to him, we're going to hear from Ted, though. I totally just about skipped over Ted. What am I doing? Ted.
I'm used to it.
Oh, you're sounding good. You fixed it.
Yeah.
You sound good now. Ted, do you want to have the last spot? We'll give you the honor. You want the final one? Yeah.
Sure.
Last word.
Mr. Duck Fisney, you're up.
That's right. Whenever in doubt, hashtag Duck Fisney. Why? Because they cannot be trusted, especially with the you-know-whos and the you-know-wheres and the you-know-whys and the you-know-whats and the skeletons in the closet and Lord knows what else they've been doing. But it is good to see everybody. It's been a heck of a week. We've got our Gamergate going again. All the freaks and geeks and weirdos and twits and twatters and all that are out in full force. But you know what? We're not going to cede ground to them. We are going to stand our ground. We are going to punch them in the nose. That's how you stand up to bullies. You don't put up with their bull.
That's right.
So yeah, been fighting the good fight, making videos. Doing editing again. I forgot how much I don't like it. So, but got to do the grind. Got to try to grow somehow. So, yeah. Other than that, kids are about.
What
to
animes are you watching right now, Brandon?
Mm-hmm.
What are you watching right now, anime wise?
Let's see.
He's
What
got
am I
about
not
30, at least 30. He's watching.
Well, not this season. This season's almost done. In fact, I'll go ahead and share it real quick because it's not very big. So if you'll pop it up on screen there, Coach or Moff Rissman. Oh, there we go. So, The Unwanted Undead Adventure, fantastic. Freyrin, Beyond Journey's End, top tier, S tier. If you're not watching it, you need to. The Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic is a lot of fun. Mashal is great. The Apothecary Diaries, if you like palace intrigue stories, and or if you like the things that are set in China, in ancient China, that's up your alley. Shangri-La Frontier is still fantastic. Fluffy Paradise is definitely the palate cleanser that we needed. It's just so damn cute. I just can't get away from it. It's like on the how many cavity level you get. This is a whole mouthful of it. So. And also, 'Tis Time for Torture. Why? Because it's so much fun to see a princess get captured, and the tortures that they bring out to try to get her to spill the beans is food and
Nice.
fun.
All right.
Yeah, it's so opposite.
Awesome.
Delicious in Dungeon, fantastic. If you ever wanted to do a dungeon crawler and figure out how you can make it through a dungeon without replenishing your food stock, Eat the Monsters. And of course, the best mecha show I think I've seen in a very long time, Brave Earn. You want to talk about, exceeding expectations and concealing the real everything behind it. They did it really well. So much fun. And yes, rest in peace, Akira Toriyama. That's still a rough one to take, but hopefully his son will actually be able to take over as the showrunner,
right,
and be able to actually finish some of the things they've got going. Like we've got Sandland coming up, both the series and the game, and we've got the new Dragon Ball Daima that's supposed to be coming out this fall season. So.
I think I'm in. I think I'm going to watch it.
Oh, I'm going to watch it. I've been absolutely loving the original Dragon Ball,
but I need to go through Super. I've not watched Super.
Neither have I. But I do have the goal of finishing OG Dragon Ball, getting through Z.
That's a chore.
Dragon Ball's fun. It's enjoying
fun.
it.
I'm actually walking through that right now. That show is so much fun, man. It's so much fun. Yeah.
And then getting into Z, I might entertain GT, even though it's technically not his thing. I'll maybe check it out.
Awful.
Then Super is long running, so who knows? But
yeah. Well,
so much fun stuff.
So me and Ted, we got our own little thing going. We got Debbie Does Dallas, Part 2, the final chapter.
Right.
Debbie does them all. Debbie does dishes. Debbie does Wall Street. Debbie does Dallas again. The Next Generation. Debbie Does Dallas 99. Debbie Does Dallas The Revenge.
Holy crap! How many of these are there?
It was exhausting.
Why are we watching this?
But where's Debbie Does Debbie? Because she went into the past and found herself and cloned herself.
Debbie Does Dallas The Multiverse.
Hey, Coach, I got to take off, man. I got to get ready for this movie.
Appreciate you, bro. Tell everybody where they can find you.
Good to see you, Derek.
You can find me on the DA. Bye, guys. You can find me at Derek Anderson, the DA. DA's office every Saturday, 7 p.m. Central, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll be doing an out of the theater review. I'm going right to the theater right now to check out the American Society of Magical Negroes. I hope the movie is, and then we're doing an out of the theater review, me and my friend T. So I hope this thing is good because, I could be doing something else with my Thursday night. But, a lot of people in the chat said, go watch that movie and do a live out of the theater reaction. So we'll be doing that. Look for that to come up later on, probably early in the morning for you guys.
I'll be waiting
because
up
you're
for
back
you.
east. Yeah. Wait up for it.
You are known to release a video at 4 a.m. my time. So
I'll throw it up whenever. Somebody's up somewhere in the world.
It sounds like fun, and hopefully it doesn't suck. But if for no other reason, it's going to make for a hilarious mockery if it is indeed truly as bad as it looks.
I just hope it's not. I hope it's watchable. Okay, I just hope it's watchable, and I'm not wasting my time because I hate that more than anything. Even if it's a bad movie, as long as it's a bad movie, but it was fun to watch, and let's rip on it. But if it's just like dull dull and boring, then I'm just going to
bad. Yeah.
I'm
Take
already
the duct
sad.
tape.
I'm already
Take the duct
sad
tape.
because we're going to go to Icon and Derek's going to walk out there in the courtyard and everybody's going to be like, "Oh my gosh, it's Derek! It's the DA! It's the DA!" And I'm going to be standing over in the corner somewhere, all lonely.
I'll be with you, Coach.
Like a turd rolling in the wind. What movie is that from?
Never happened.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
There's too much love for you, Coach.
Venom. There it is. All right, Derek. We
All right,
appreciate
bye,
you, bro.
Debbie. Bye, Donna. Bye, Ted. Bye, Brandon. I'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye, Ted. Peace out.
Bye. All right, Ted, you are our final pop in,
Hey,
my good sir. What's been going on with you? What are we talking about?
Oh, well, kind of like Nick, I haven't really been paying attention to Star Wars this week, and I've already mostly forgotten because it hadn't really sounded that memorable too much today. What, Rogue Squadron again and Patti Jenkins and all the BS you've been talking about tonight.
Again.
And Daisy Ridley's comments.
It's the same
again?
thing, just over and again, and yeah and no, and who knows, and who cares, and it's probably all going to be canceled anyway, so.
Probably.
I haven't watched any of the Bad Batch. I haven't done hardly any of the.
You've not watched the Bad Batch?
No.
That's somewhat
I
surprising.
didn't even watch the last series. I watched the first 2 episodes of last season, and
well, there
like
you go.
Nick, I was like, nah, I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Now-
but yeah. it's
Now there
Star
was an
Wars.
episode in
Listen
season
out,
2.
people.
There was this episode in season 2 that Nick
I heard.
gave like,
I loved it.
like
if
a
I was
9
gonna
or
go
a
back
10
and
out
watch
of 10.
it just because
Yeah.
of that.
What was
Yeah.
the name of it, Rissman?
I was responding to Sundowners. Which was it?
The Citadel or
The Outpost.
Outpost? Yeah.
Oh crap!
Great
I was
episode.
really hoping
Great.
that you asked Rissman a question that he doesn't know the answer to.
I knew he would
And
know.
they finished that story of the Outpost in this 3rd
Yeah.
season. So somebody was, it might have been Donna or Debbie, one of you all was saying the first season, the second season, there's a lot of things that's happening in this 3rd season that's sort of
Exactly.
paying off some of those things in the first and second season that seemed a little throwaway-ish. Or you're like, what? Now all of a
Yes.
sudden I'm like, oh wait, they're all here now,
There
and
is.
now we're
Yeah,
finishing, and
was,
we're here again, and
Yeah,
you know,
I don't know the name of it, but Nick might want to watch the one where they have the recall back to that episode.
yeah, it's been
No.
in the other. It was the other day. It was last week, maybe the week before.
Oh, it could have been the first. It could have. They showed 2, so it could have been the.
Crosshair. They needed to get the data pad working, so Crosshair
Right.
takes them back to the Outpost, Nick,
Right.
and they finished that story a bit in this season. I feel like it was last
This-
week, so it must episode 5 maybe.
Okay.
This last
The Return.
episode,
It's called The Return, maybe.
this
The
last
Return.
episode really, I thought, was very emotional with you're dealing with different clones and their different attitudes, and I thought it had great meaning. I thought it was good.
Just
I'll
nice
probably
to
go
see
back
them
and watch
talking
it after
about
they're
the
done.
clones again. It was the whole point of the
Exactly,
series.
I
for crying
agree.
out loud.
I agree with you, definitely, 100%.
Although you know
Ted,
they teased us with Mount Tannis in the last season. I heard
Yeah.
that, or was that?
Well,
yeah,
they're
that was in
big
the
into
last
Mount
season.
Tannis.
Season
this
1, I
season,
believe.
This season is
Wait.
big with Mount Tannis.
it was season 2 of
I can't
Mandalorian.
remember,
Yeah.
but yeah, I know they did.
It was right before Boba Fett.
That'd be very cool. I would like to see if they did that
Boba Fett
truthfully, but
sucked.
yeah.
Not in the Mandalorian
What is this Boba
until he
Fett
got his
you
ass
speak
kicked
of?
by Sasha Banks.
Mm.
But his first episode was good. So Ted, have you watched any good fan films lately?
Been watching a few good things lately. There was this one called Yavin Escape I watched last Monday. It was animated in Unreal Engine, I believe, and it was about what happened right after the Battle of Yavin with the Empire getting Vader out of his ship and pulling him back on the Star Destroyer and checking things
nice.
out. And then
So
when I
isn't it
watched
funny? You're more into Star Wars that the fans make.
yeah,
than what
well,
they
it's
are.
so much better. It's so much better, and that's what I have to say about every one of these videos. And then the one I put out today or yesterday was Tano. You know, it was all about Ahsoka Tano, and the guy
Sure.
he animated some of that and took some other voices from the Clone Wars and did some other things and put it together and animated it, and it was just awesomely done and so well done. These fans can do so much with this, and
Yeah.
luckily Disney's letting them still do it, because that was something that George Lucas loved. He loved the fan films, and he held that competition every year, and they still do. They hold the fan film competition, so that's always fun to see. That's a lot of good stuff, and just amazing what fans can do. And they're making no money off this. They can't monetize it.
Not a penny.
Didn't they steal Star Wars Theories fan film?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Steal it. What do you mean?
Well,
Steal
I
it?
think they told him
They
Lucasfilm took it.
yeah.
They took
Oh, I
his-
have no idea.
Yeah, it was demonetized years ago.
Yeah, that was years ago. They
Yeah.
took it from him. He can't.
Well, he
can't
still
even
has
show
it. It's still his. He
You
just
can't
can't
monetize
make.
it.
He just can't make money on it.
You can't monetize it. You cannot.
He gets
make money
no
off
ad
of it.
revenue.
I thought he couldn't show it either.
Oh
Yeah.
no!
Oh, you
He
can show it.
He
Yeah,
can.
that's fair use policy that Lucas loved. He loved all that stuff, and you can go watch so many of these fan films. And then I found that there's Star Trek fan films too, so I'm going to start doing some of those.
Hey,
But
Ted,
the main,
when you start doing some of the Star Trek stuff, you hit me up because
Okay.
Star Trek continues with Vic Mignogna.
I saw that.
Yes, it is. So
I did watch
good.
that. I've seen that. That is awesome. That was.
It
I'm
is
gonna
so
have to go
good.
back and redo that too. But yeah. But the main thing I've been doing the last 2 weeks is Helldivers 2. Nick,
I've
if you
heard
haven't played
so much
Helldivers
about
2, go get it.
Nick, I'm the one that's going to get it.
I have heard
I didn't
nothing
think
but
you'd
good
like it,
things about
Coach.
it, but man, I'm so into Final Fantasy VII Rebirth right now.
Oh, I forgot
like
about
between
that.
work and
Yeah.
and everything. Like I don't have time for any
You know-
other games.
You know what's keeping me from playing it
Coach,
right now?
You go get Helldivers 2.
I'm probably going to get it and play it when I can, but the season is here.
Oh,
yeah.
Look, y'all. This means nothing to you guys.
Frisbee golf.
I got this. I got this
Frisbee golf.
disc. I got this disc from a collection.
Mm.
This came out of Ken Climo's own disc golf bag. They don't make this disc anymore.
Oh wow.
This is probably worth about $300.
Nice.
And he is the all-time. He's the Michael Jordan of disc golf. 12 world championships. 12.
Hmm.
He's older now.
Impressive.
He doesn't play anymore. And I got this disc right out of it. This is like getting a Grail Star Wars figure. And I just got this in the mail today.
That's
I-
awesome.
Nice.
How cool.
Love it. Love it. My rating went up 100 points when I just touched it.
The value of it's going down though because you're slobbering on it.
Oh. And clipped.
Coach does disc golf.
That's the only body fluid we want to know.
All right, guys, we got to call it. I got a little girl waiting to go watch Game of Thrones. So
All right.
Take care.
guys.
All right, I have democracy
thank
to
y'all.
spread.
You have democracy.
Go,
to
go
spread.
to it.
What are you,
Ted.
Donald Trump?
Helldivers.
Helldivers.
Oh,
Helldivers.
That's
what
right.
Okay.
Go spread that democracy.
That's right.
Through
Interesting.
strength.
I didn't know that. I
For
don't know anything
Super
about
Earth.
it. I don't
It's
think
about
about it.
war. War and faction.
All right. All right, Ted making
Thank you so much.
America great again. All right, everybody.
And girls.
Thank you, guys. We'll see y'all tomorrow for the Nickcast.
EBN cast 2:00 Central.
All right. And Rissman will be sunning me in messages. So
More Mike Tyson
son.
content coming to a channel near you.
for
Don't
dang
worry.
sure,
Don't
I'll be looking
worry
for a Mike
about it.
Tyson video tomorrow.
Get those up to 1 million views.
Yeah. Yep. Let them
Every day.
know.
Every day.
All right. Guys, thank y'all so much. We love y'all. Thank you all our members for being here. Thank you for all the guys popping in. And we love y'all. We are You Are Echo Base Network. May the force be with you. That's what them Star Wars people be saying. See you on the next one.
Bye, guys.
Peace.
Yep.
Coach and Nick from Echo Base Network. Thank you so much for being here with us tonight at Echo Base TV, where community happens.
want to do that if you want.
Ah, boo!